Last time we left Spiral City, Edmund was on the top of exploding building.
Wow, when do we get to the Michael Bay?
You know, I've always thought that my aunt would come like this. Anyway, I cast dust and ashes upon myself.
Like us dash and dashes.
Because if I cast dust and ashes, then it's considering my own anima, and I don't take damage from my own anima. It'll it'll amplify the explosion and mitigate it to a tier 4. Although gravity is a tier 6 damage type, I don't think I'll survive the gravity. I didn't think that far ahead.
You want to give us a small recap of what's Edmund gone through and where we're gonna be with our session start?
Uh, Edmund found Koa and was
And Koa found God.
recruited. Yeah, and Koa found God. And Edmund was recruited by Deimos at the Silver Chapel or Silver Temple or whatever the silver thing is called. I can't
Solaris.
remember. Solaris, thank you. And he is the Gridiron Green Ranger to fight the enemies of reality.
How does Edmund feel about that?
Terrified that they're that much of a threat. He's starting to deal with horrors beyond man-made comprehension, and he doesn't like that.
Oh no, we're not out of man-made horrors just yet. We still got plenty of more man-made horrors to explore.
I'm sorry, outer body horrors that mankind can't comprehend.
Yeah, I mean, Act 1's had a lot of that too, but you guys beat All Eyes.
Yeah, we totally did.
No, All Eyes. No, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
no. Like, no, seriously, All Eyes is dead and defeated. Now, I'm not joking. I'm
He's
not
written out the
making.
story. Look,
Yeah, he's mad about that. Trust me, All Eyes he wanted to be part of part 2 and 3. I want to see your character growths, and then mock you for not making more time. Anyway,
I,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna be in, like, the next act, but then my agent was like, there was no way. No way.
So, after, what's it called? And tailing Koa, which is signified as this little icon of Travis Downtouch over here. Edmund went back to uh, the church to sleep that Tuesday night to Wednesday morning because we were all on Wednesday now. Edmund, again, you find yourself another tough night of sleep through within Falcone's church. Place got the baddest of bad mojos. I mean,
That's fine.
it's got demon essence everywhere.
That's fine.
You swear you saw the big guy himself, but it's not.
I still want to know if I can feed Hell's Wrath relics. He eats a lot of other things.
Demons, people, relics. You know, what about an artifact? Give them yours.
No.
Oh,
Edmund will
also,
pet the Hell's Wrath.
Devon would not join. Devon and Green Tea would not walk into the church willingly. They would have slept in the
That's
car.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Victor would be the only one joining you in the claims of, well, I'm not sure which any of you are bothered about. I don't see anything happening.
Victor's
And
unbothered because it's his older brother's church and he's
and
welcome here.
and Edmund's dealing with I told you my brother doesn't take it, he gives it.
Well,
For,
unfortunately for you, good father,
Like one of the fixtures on the wall just flies off and hits Edmund before he finishes his statement. The pew just in rebellion throws itself off of Edmund.
Oh fuck yeah, Space Godzilla.
Beautiful.
I don't think your brother approves of us fucking.
So Victor would be awake with you. We'd just chalk it up to the morning, and you guys had your time to what little chance of the bathroom just refreshing yourselves up, but it's definitely like 9 or 10 in the morning at Wednesday. What's
Oh,
Edmund's first battle plan here?
going to Travail City Hall. But before he does that, he needs a quick word with his sponsor. Um,
I don't have very
You're gonna
Shadow
do the
Legends on the
Persona
line.
thing?
hey, Victor.
Huh? Yes, what can I do for
Edmund's
you?
gonna pull out his gun. Remember what I did with the Sauntering Stallion?
Oh, jeez, you want me to shoot you again, Captain?
No, no. Okay, so here's what happens. I go into the gun
Uh-huh.
and I talk to someone.
Okay.
But it's my soul going into the gun.
You're gonna drop to the ground.
Yes.
Well, could you sit on the pew at least? He gets you over sitting down. At the very least, make it easy for me.
Oh, yeah, but
Uh-huh.
I should be out. It should be no longer than 5 minutes.
And what should I do, pray tell, if it's longer than 5?
I want the
Then you
pygmy suit,
might
man.
want. Then you might want to contact your brother.
Great. Yeah, I can call him on the dime. He doesn't even have a phone, cell phone. Do you know that?
Uh, he looks over at fucking what's his Derek.
Derek would be
He looks
he'd be
for Derek.
oh, look for Derek. Yeah, like I said, he'd be at the altar of Falcone, the front of that's no, at the top of Falcone's altar, because he's like a little stairway up to it, and he'd be penacing himself to make blood draw from his back.
Derek, I'm gonna die. I'll be right back.
Not even a response or anything. Derek's is just
Don't make a mess.
Don't make a mess.
all
All
right.
right, Victor.
Falcone,
Yes.
Vincent
I'll
be
s-
praised. I don't have to clean that shit up.
I'll see you on the other side. And Edmund goes to his gun.
Only those who have. Hello there. The good father
What?
has been summoned.
Hey, is this
Speaking of
like
Falcone,
is this a normal session or a side session?
no,
Side
side
session.
Side
session
session.
for me.
Okay, okay, I wasn't sure.
No,
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah. We're just telling Victor that if Edmund dies, if he fucks himself with by going in his gun, contact Falcone.
Mm-hmm. Am I the soul police now? God damn it!
And your
Yes.
church and the church has
No,
upsetty spaghetti about Edmund sleeping with Victor.
too bad we're not under their jurisdiction.
Okay, so anyone with a devotion level 1 or greater would be able to see this. So Victor doesn't at the current moment. All he sees is Edmund's body drop to the ground. Oh, there he goes. He did it again. Okay, Captain. He picks up the gun that would have like been in the air from where you were holding it to just plunk onto the ground, and he grabs it. Is it me or is this gun a little heavier?
Dustin
Okay.
Ash is just standing there looking at Victor.
Well, your body doesn't disappear. Like you're still like sitting in the chair, your physical form. It's just
Yeah.
your grip on that gun. He looks over at Dustin Ashes. What? He said he'd be in the gun. Don't give me that look.
No, Dustin Ashes is looking up from the gun.
Oh, yeah. No, he still repeat the
Yeah.
same thing. Don't give me that look.
Wait, what's Derek's devotion level? Is he just
Edmund's devoted to Falcone for power. Falcone isn't high enough power tier yet to have that level. That's something like that akin to level 1 devotion.
Oh, you mean Derek, not Edmund?
No, no, Falcone. Falcone needs to be any entity that can get worship needs to be a power tier 6 permanently. But that's NPC level. So once you get to that point, you're not really a character at that point. Your genders are far past that of a player character scope that can reasonably roleplay with everyone else. Your adventures become different in that narrative. But Falcone, as a power tier 6 permanent, would then be able to give somebody else devotion levels to him, like you guys gain from the colors. Yes, and yeah, before I continue, I am entirely insinuating that there are entities even in between the colors that are not actual, like if Falcone were to become a god, he'd be like his own thing under the color of red. I'm also insinuating the idea that there could be those things non-color based and multicolored based.
Like the Unifile.
Mm-hmm. So, and Derek at the current moment is facing away, not away from you, but like he's flagellating himself. He's leaving his back facing the church itself, the pews, because this is sort of like a display of like the blood rituals that he's been trying to perform and get better using his blood magic. All the time Falcone's gone, Derek has been practicing the little blood magic learned and given to him. So he's not truly paying attention to Edmund's situation at the pews. As Edmund, you have the "That's so Raven" moment and go into your gun. I'm sorry.
Edmund's gonna
I've been
do. We
pulling up.
can too.
I'm just pulling out these really good fucking like jokes and shit.
Edmund blue skidoos right into it. Well, green skidoos right into his gun.
You get the Mario jumping animation when you get into your gun. It's just like fades, a panel of white just fades into our screen and it reads, "Ba, ba, 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 da, da," and in font just reads up, "Welcome, entering the Soul
The Soul
Forest."
Force. What do you mean I'm not allowed here? You're not allowed here. You don't have a soul. Then how am I here? By God's mistake.
Oh shit. Here, I'll fix that for us. The pygmy opens his eyes. Ah! It's perfect. So excuse me, once you've genied yourself into the gambler, your artifact revolver, you find that you're once again in that campsite. A a campsite that has sits on a small hill surrounded by a dense forest, but the forest doesn't sit on top of the campfire. The campfire is in a clearing about 20 feet around itself. So where you sit in that campfire, Edmund, aren't in the forest directly. Rather, you can see the edges of the forest all around your campfire. You can also see, as player, you'd understand. You can look up and see the night sky, and even see what resembles several different moons. It's not just Earth's moon, there'd be a green moon too.
Those are funny shapes
Wow.
in the sky.
What the hell are these?
What the fuck is this bullshit?
Instead of I dream of Genie, it's I dream of Edmund. It's a
I mean,
very
right now,
obscure
all there
reference.
is around you is just the gentle breeze. It's omnidirectional. It's hard to tell where the breeze is coming and going. Sometimes it comes face forward, and then other times it gently it hits your face forward, Edmund, and other times it hits your right shoulder, pulling you along. And other times it comes even above you and just pushes down on top of you. Though, right now, again, it's just you and this campfire. The campfire's alive with fire. It's warm. There's a light to it. Putting your hands close enough will hurt you. It will burn you. The fire seems to be dancing, but there doesn't seem to be any source of sense of fuel in it. The fire just rages in its red hue. It's a regular flame. It doesn't have any special colors to it.
Edmund is going to look into the fire and try to contact the Queen of the Forest.
You stare deeply into the fire, and the first thought that comes into your mind as the player choice is finding the Queen of the Forest. Edmund, you hear a voice speak up to you. That's your own voice in a reflection. What are you really looking for? For. And the word plays in Edmund's head for a little while before finally seeing what he truly was looking for. Scumbag dad. You can see him in Gridiron. You can see him hustling on the streets, using that bullshit fame of yours that you got recently to elevate himself a little bit, just a little bit. He's still doing the scuzzy, scummy, underground mafia shit that he had done before. Harassing people, drugging himself up, and abusing abusing the, uh, shit,
Edmund Miles.
no, abusing the, spectacular way. Took me a second, sorry. Edmund, how do you feel about this as you see these images dance across the flame? It's like
Oh,
a,
Edmund's.
it's almost, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. It's like a PowerPoint presentation of images. It's not a full moving imagery. It dances with the flame as it brings another image along.
Edmund's a little bit pissed off, but he's more focused on trying to contact the Queen of the Forest. Like he's definitely going to go to Gridiron to confront him, but
A gentle hand grabs your shoulder and the thought, you seem angry. Edmund, you look to your side and once see a the familiar sight of the spirit of the spirit witch of the forest. She has long green hair, slightly green skin. Her eyes are that of these, just like your pupils being bright green. They hold the same level of eyes to them. She has a floral dress of flowers that make themselves into a series of different clothing that ever so bloom and dot bloom. Sorry, they they bud, they bloom, and they perish. So she has the whole cycle of flowers growing and dying on top of her. You
oh,
seemed stressed, angered.
oh, I'm angered about a lot of things, but I found out from looking in the file that my dad is doing something very, very.
The spirit witch
He's
takes a seat next to you. Uh, Edmund, there are like four. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Uh,
Finish up the conversation.
yeah, okay. You caught us in the middle of Edmund in the gun. He had just got some premonitions of his father at Gridiron, and
Alright.
now he's speaking with the spirit of the spirit witch of the
Um,
forest.
hmm.
She takes a seat next to you, Edmund. They're not only, but there are four logs that sit perpendicular to one another, cross one another. So she takes a seat directly next to you. The air around her fluctuates and moves. You notice that the breeze feels like it directly comes from her from time to time. Maybe it's just where you were sitting though, because the same thing was happening earlier. You can't really tell. But she gives you a gentle smile, nothing more than a half smirk on the right smile of her face, and she says gently, the flame of the camp reveals the deepest of our souls. Would you believe it? She looks back at the fire with that same smile. I didn't even make it. No, the fire was always burning, and the world was always turning. No, but she would say the fire was always burning. You've come seeking me.
I I have a very selfish request to ask of you and the Primal.
You okay, before we continue, as GM and player, uh I gotta make this a lot easier to understand.
I know. Edmund worships the Primal, right? Like his
Yeah.
offending the Primal.
Chatting
Her
with
is
him,
the
yeah,
Gentle.
chatting with him is you can do that differently. She's not a messenger boy either. She can
Oh, I
she'll
didn't
bring
know.
it.
Hold on.
I was gonna say she can bring conversations up to him, but it's not like, oh, they're always gonna be able to chat and have discourse with each other. Like they just kind of vibe and exist if their requirements are needed to chat with one another, then to do so. It's not like she has formal court with the primordial all the time.
See,
And mhm.
I didn't know that.
And to make it even easier to understand, the primordial is the very top of the pecking order. The spirit witch is, I'd say, middle management. Not executive, but definitely middle management. Because she herself isn't even truly the master, the mistress of the forest that she presides in.
Oh,
You're only in a piece of the spirit forest, friend. And I'll have that explained to Edmund via her character, and as she'd just make the subtle suggestion, like, if you have a message for the greater green, I may be able to send a message forward. It is not always that I'm given time of his court to give my speech, and even then I have my own pressing matters, young one. But do tell, for I am ears, and your soul has been found wanting by the primordial.
He's also busy with a martial arts tournament against this other guy.
Mhm.
It's really weird.
hold on.
Yeah, there would be no pygmies here.
Yeah, they don't have a soul.
Yep, no soul. Though they could be there with, like, these exosuits.
Mm.
No, it'd
Yeah,
just
but
be
Falcone.
recreating this movie. What was this called? Avatar.
Mm,
Every blue person you see, you put down with prejudice. Simple as that.
Simple as.
my
Mhm.
my god brother is named Lance McKinley, and from what I understand, he has a trial with the primordials at the end of the week. I know I wouldn't be able to do anything in that trial for him, but if I could at least, I just want to.
Hmm.
I have a feeling that it's not going to go over well, and I just want to see him one last time.
I don't have the power to bring you to your friend. Not where you are and what situation you're in. Well, like how you are communing with me. Though I can take a glance into the realms of the god to see the status of this situation for you. Though I must be honest, and it will take me some time before I return. You can stay here as you wish. Perhaps the flame has more to speak to you, or you can return back to the physical realm, and I will alert you through the gambler.
I would appreciate that. Although have a feeling, I have a feeling my time is short. Yeah, I don't think I can wait much longer.
She tilts her head. No, your spirit is found wanting here. Why would you think you cannot stay?
Because I thought my soul would eventually be trapped here.
Oh, no. I wouldn't keep your soul here, and no one would. It's never been that the case. Perhaps your mortal vessel wouldn't handle the absence of your soul for that long, but your presence here is always as 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 long as you wish.
That's it. The mortal vessel, the body.
Ah, well,
I kind of
if
need
you were to find
that.
a way to not perish without your mortal soul, then you can definitely reside here for as long as you desired.
Thank you. I think I'm going to leave, however, just to be on the safe side.
Wait, hold
I've
on,
got
real
someone
quick.
waiting for.
Does that imply that Edmund has figured a way to avoid Minos in the afterlife?
No.
On a certain level of circumstances, maybe. But even then, Minos still is like no matter how you try to go through it, you're still dead. Still gonna weigh your soul some way somehow. And even if he's gotta fax it to the next person, he'll do that. You be chilling
And-
in your pocket dimension. You get a fax from fucking Minos like, hey, by the way, here's your sentence. Choose
Well,
when you want to
yeah,
do it, and if you don't, I'm just gonna keep on adding years retroactively until you come back.
I already have 10,000 years to my sentence.
Yeah, I'll add another. I'll
2001.
I'll keep going. Yeah, yeah, exactly. 2000, 10,001 year, 2002 year. But yeah, Edmund, you would define this. It's pretty easy for you to leave as it's a willful action. You close your eyes and you find that the breeze lifts your spirit up over the canopy of this forest, and you fly out even further up before your eyes dart back open. A worried Victor about to roll his hand back. Oh, Captain, I thought the first slap wasn't enough.
No, I'm fine.
Slaps again.
I'm fine.
No, that's for
So that
giving me
was
a
me.
damn heart attack.
I told you what I was
Yes,
doing.
I know, but then you started foaming.
Oh, was I really gone that long?
I, you just started foaming. I couldn't tell you how long. I was paying attention to the gun. To be fair, he hands back the gambler. Here.
Oh, thank you. Edmund puts it back in his inventory. Yeah, it's a pretty nifty thing. If I shoot somebody with it, I get to use their anima power.
Well, keep it pointed away from me. And Captain, have you thought about having maybe a gun holster or take formal training in shooting? I don't recall you being a marksman. I know you're good with your fist.
Now wait a minute. Hold on there.
I'm suggesting
Whoa
to get
there.
a
Whoa there, buckaroo.
Yeah,
Whoa there, buckaroo.
Yada was going to train me.
Who?
Yada got it.
Oh yeah. And given
I
the
was going to be.
given the current circumstances, maybe a personal trainer might be best, or even somewhere back in the market district, Captain.
Oh, maybe Commander Delta might train me. Now, then again, their police is,
Kickboxing and non-lethal takedowns.
yeah, very non-lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Well, to
everything
be
I'm
fair,
not.
they not like they fucking need it, right? They're the Hammer District. No, no, sorry,
Oh,
not Hammer, Market District.
Yeah, Edmund's the only lethal.
No, and I
Freaking
got to be very specific. It doesn't mean that Market District doesn't have lethal squads. It definitely has their own level of like lethality required. What I'm implying though is it's not really necessary since most, if not all, citizens in the Market District are kind of like law-abiding citizens. They wouldn't do that kind of shit. It's been only anima activity that has rise between people and all over Spiral City, TBH. Ah.
Alright. So we need to go to City Hall today. Hopefully we can get in.
Ah, hell.
Hopefully they don't have any of those anima detectors.
Whoa.
And if they do, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I
They do have
don't want to
pygmy
step.
detectors.
Ah,
Well, Captain,
It's as racist as you think it is.
if you don't like to, if you don't want to go through the scanners, then best maybe we try call ahead. Maybe my brother left a phone behind. He doesn't even believe in cell phones. Could you imagine that?
Nope. Don't need Big Spiral listening in.
that's good. That's a good thing. Edmund's gonna call Travail City Hall from his cell phone.
Oh my fucking god! I'm sorry. I'm just getting over fucking Kalis as a fucking response. Oh, oh! I'm gonna put in the Spiral City Patriot Act. Give restrictor access on the Spiral Net.
So they already hit the force compound.
He looks really worried from the storybook. He gets up and runs off. Actually, does something instead of. That's the parody. That's the fucking parody. The pygmy was the better president. Gets up and leaves the room and runs. We gotta go. We gotta go now.
So my board CIA ads that kinda had a temperature and destroyed the tower. And we may or may not allow him and his family to fly back to his home country. Any
Pygmy,
questions?
Pygmy stands up and runs out. We gotta get to it. We gotta handle this now. Give me a task force. Anyway, back to the roleplay. Uh, you pull out your cell phone. It's kind of the BlackBerry style, so it's got a limited screen, but you manage to dial out to. Well, there's really you don't really know the city hall number. You can dial out to a general line that puts you to an operator. Excuse me, and the feminine voice behind the line Spiral City phone line. Net, how can we help you?
I was trying to get a hold of Travail City Hall.
Travail City Hall. We'll connect you in a moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. The same artist did all of our avatars.
Oh,
Doo, doo,
so before we continue a little
doo.
further, I just want to make one mention. I got to see my friends on Tuesday. They're architectural designers and layouters, and I was like, I don't know how much it cost me, but I definitely want to hire them one day just to design what the districts look like. And that's not they would probably design a theoretical city with me because I have the visual the 3D design artwork and I got what I want them to look like in my mind and I can articulate it pretty well. I think they'll do a great job. They make murals and everything. They're good folk. And
Oh, my
I
favorite
definitely
fireworks.
yeah, I definitely want to bring that kind of energy, creative energy to Spiral City. So at least you guys can see that as a more sets of visual representation of everything. So Edmund, you get the phone connected to uh what's it called? Travail City Hall's hotline, receiving another feminine voice who Travail City Hall, receptionist area, how can I direct your call?
I was wondering if I could schedule a meeting with Mayor Flamewrath. This is very important.
Oh, I'm uh who am I speaking with first?
Uh, Captain Edmund Miles from the Cervantes District
Well,
Police Department.
it's just yeah, you're not specifically Servant. Well, I mean, you patrol there, but you're just more like they don't divide
Oh,
themselves up. Yeah,
the
they're just
Market District
yeah, yeah.
Police Department.
Oh, Captain. Okay. And your
They
badge number? You do have
shit.
one.
Edmund gives the receptionist his badge number and also mentions that Flamewrath sent them out to uh sorry Flamewrath was sending them out on a actual how do I say the Golden Harvest without saying the Golden Harvest? Flamewrath had a very
Important
special
task.
request,
Yeah.
important task for them, and he's got some leads and wanted them to know about it.
Oh. Um, the receptionist pauses for a few more moments. You can definitely hear that there's a little bit like there's commotion in the background, not like yelling and screaming, but definitely a lot of chatter and talking in the area. Before a few moments come back and I can see what I can try to do. Mayor Flamewrap, they are in several meetings throughout the entire day regarding the incident. It'll be really hard for me to flag them down, but I will try my best. Is this
I,
is this a good callback number?
yes, it is.
I could just then the receptionist receives it one more time. If I can get a moment, if I can schedule time with her, we'll start with Mayor Flamewrap. I will try my best to put your case forward.
And I'd prefer it in person whenever they get the moment.
If they can help,
I
yes.
and I also have some information for them about the incident
The incident.
with the lower spire gate.
That would be a very important thing to know. I will try my best to get Mayor Flamewrap to see you as soon as possible. They are busy throughout the rest of this day, though, and I will try to get in between. You may not be able to see them in person, or that you may. I don't know. I'll try.
All right, I appreciate what you can do.
You have a good day. Click.
You as well.
Oh, I
How
know,
dare she
brother.
tell
I
me?
know.
All
How
right,
dare she tell
boys.
me I could have a good day?
All right, boys. It looks like we're going back to the police department.
Which one, Soul?
Look, you're only with Victor at the church right now. Victor looks. Oh, back to the market district.
No, Travail. We can't leave without this meeting.
Oh, back to the.
What?
Okay.
Victor, I'm sorry. We definitely need this meeting. Edmund kind of like brings Victor close, like to whisper in his ear. It's about the golden harvest. It's
Knock,
about
knock,
the
knock,
golden
knock, knock.
harvest.
At the
Who the
Be
church.
safe out there, Joe.
Be safe, friend. Knock, 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 knock.
who the fuck is at the door?
This ain't a
Derek
charity!
Derek turns to face over, puts like a robe over his top, the half of cover himself, and begins making his way down the altar. I think it I perhaps perisher or new follower to the church.
Edmund's gonna draw his gun just in case.
There's a few more knocks before as Derek's like making his way towards the doors, if like the person on the other side knocks a couple more times yelling, Prevail Police Department, we're looking for
Travail.
Derek.
Derek, what did you do?
Derek stops mid-motion as he hears them looking for him. He turns to face Edmund. What? I left jail.
Derek, you can't do that.
I did, and I'm not going back.
Derek,
Master Falcone has required my presence in the church, and I cannot disobey his direct orders. He said,
does
and
he
I quote, keep it tidy, and I have for him.
does he allow you in the basement?
I have been handling that manure process for Master Falcone.
That's what I thought. Go lock yourself in the basement.
He doesn't move. He just stays there.
Go into
He
the
goes.
basement.
He
I'll
makes
handle
his way. He makes his way back to the altar actually, and just goes back to his like ordained duties. He's also practicing his
Oh,
blood magic there on the altar.
oh, God, Victor, this is gonna be.
Exciting! I'm loving how this is gonna
Dark
turn out.
portal.
Edmund's gonna walk up to the door. Uh,
Your gun is still drawn. That is the
no,
last stop.
he's going to, yeah, he's gonna quickly put his gun away.
Whoa! That's an anima user! I can see his
That's
gun!
not him.
No, don't
Can
worry. We have a
I,
pygmy that can sniff anima users. No,
can
he's not
I
an
help
anima
you,
user.
gentlemen or people?
There'd be there'd be two officers and several of them standing behind this officer, about like 50 feet back, with several cars standing behind, like set parked behind them. There'd be four cars in total, and about like 8 or 9 officers here. Only two are standing in front of you. One is standing.
Bible,
One of them are kind of just a little bit more distant, like I'd say like about 6 or 7 feet away from the guy standing directly at you.
Spiral, damn, what's going on out here?
We apprehended. Wait, we're Travail Police Department. Who are you?
I'm Edmund Miles for the Marketplace Police Department.
I'm Sergeant Aponte. My job. We got tipped off. No, we're not tipped off. We had a prisoner convicted for a violent beating in downtown Travail as part of a situation with anima users, but we've detained one suspect, one convicted suspect, Derek, a rather tall, strong man, coated with muscle and scars. We have footage in Travail that he broke out. Something about self-harming himself his way through our stuff, but who's been reported to be here and seen around this area, as seen within the church by several locals. Is he here?
I'll be honest, I don't know what the person's name is that's here.
We have reason to believe this is a dangerous individual, so we do have the right to walk in through past you. I'm just doing you a favor.
Edmund's gonna shrug and just like step out of the way of the police officers. He's not getting involved. I'm sorry, Falcone. He's not getting involved.
Oh no, that's fine. That's just Falcone's oath was he would hurt no innocent. Didn't say shit about the help.
I mean, hold
Good.
on. Before you go in there,
Yeah.
I do want to let you know,
Yeah.
if Derek is in there, then they are a follower of Father Bishop Falcone.
I thought you said you didn't know this, Derek.
Well, you said that he was a parishioner. You
dangerous-
said that he
Nope, now you're implicit. Cap him.
Yeah.
Captain,
No. Well,
All I said that he was
Bishop-
a dangerous suspect, and that we
Bishop
had locals
Father
in. Mhm.
Bishop Father Falcone doesn't just let anybody into his church.
Despite
I-
current appearances.
That's why I'm saying I don't know who's in there.
Are you making
However-
an official statement?
I am making an official statement that
Body
Whoever's
cameras
in
on,
there-
boys.
works for Bishop Father Falcone, who is a member of Squad Zero. Do with that knowledge what you will. I'm not going to stop you from going in.
that sounds like you're stopping us from getting in. Looks over to his phone. What do you think?
Choose life, friends.
Wait, sorry. Someone knocked at my door?
I think that's actually what it says above the doors of Falcone's church. Is just choose life,
Choose life,
comma, friends. And people are like, oh, it's inspirational. It's motivating.
Very
No, it
inspirational.
means don't fuck with me.
There's also the golden plaque of, "I look like a charity."
Like a charity. What is
Someone
this, a
knocking?
charity?
Anyway, I've got to go down to the police department, the Travail Police Department, to make a report about one of your squads to the commissioner.
Idiot.
So do as thou wilt when you go in there. Come on, Victor.
Oink oink, he says as he walks by.
Victor doesn't budge. Nope. I kind of want to watch the shit show.
Yeah, he's a Falcone.
Thank you.
You know
Thank you. I
what?
thought I was role playing him pretty well. Thank you.
Like, no, let's see where this goes.
No, this looks fun. You can leave with. I know where the police department is, Captain. I won't be that far away from you.
I
Hey,
can't
if you're gonna be
drive.
here and it turns out that
Oh,
guy
you can't
was supposed to.
drive. That sounds unfortunate, Captain. I guess
Hmm.
you're gonna have to
And
watch with me.
I mean, like, you guys know what's still in front of, like,
Yeah, right. Lance, sorry, lied. Yeah, Lance was like, we're Captain. I think no, that's not Captain. Sergeant. I think they're just ignoring us.
No.
shit.
No, but I'm debating with my twink here. Go ahead.
Oh,
go
shit.
in.
Could you use?
Just,
Could you
we're just
please use
gonna-
a different? Can you please use a different word than that?
no. No, it says on my ID that I can say that word. Now, are you going to deny me from saying? Are you homophobic? Is that what you are?
I'm taking my. I'm taking out
Do
the
I-
handcuffs.
do I
I'm
need to-
turning on
first-
the body
Hold on,
cam.
hold on. First you disrespect your police department disrespects anima users. Now you're homophobic. Just wait till Mayor Flame Wrath hears about this.
I don't care what she says. Oh, now you
Hey.
also hate.
Oh, now you hate non-divergent, non-binary people. My body cam is also on, motherfucker.
This is Kabuki Theater. Pull us back into the moment. The officers noting that they still have the legal right to walk in.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
evidence not going to stop them.
Yeah, without being stopped or anything. They call in their other officer backups, which are other officers. All of them have body armor, and the ones leading had pistols. The ones behind them, about 9 of them joining, all have shotguns. And,
How many are there?
About 9. I'll commit to 9.
Evan's going to look at one of the ones holding the pistol. Hey, buddy, you're holding
Yeah,
it wrong.
Kleiner.
Roll a D100. That guy's holding it right.
Damn.
The officer looks rather confused, but the lead officer that had spoken to you earlier walks into the church with the group. So all of them together are considered 9. So he leads the 8 others, and he approaches and goes, "You, you're Derek." He's pointing at the rather large, muscular barbarian dude at the altar. You're wanted for the brutal assault and breaking out of imprisonment. Derek turns to face the group. Ah, shit. He makes his way down the
Blood for
steps.
the blood
Oh,
god.
he's already coated in blood.
Yeah,
Blood.
he's already coated a lot of blood. He's been
Yeah, he's been
flagellating himself
flagellating
for the
himself.
last 2 hours.
He's been
No, not like
practicing blood
that.
magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he walks up to the first officer, and well, spending the 3 blood tokens he has on, like, not the only 3 blood tokens he has 6 on total on him. All the bleeding he has done is also left on the altar. He
Hello,
is
fat boy.
from your power given, Falcone, you made him into a
Yeah.
novice blood mage with his time working at blood magic, because this had been
Yeah.
before you had left to hell that he had gotten this power too, right? Because you had blood magic before going to hell.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Because
and
because
you
the,
had
the
and you had
cursed one.
Derek, and you had Derek around the same time that you've had blood magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fat boy. Oh, Talem chunk. Oh, my fat cat decided to come say hello.
Edmund and Victor are just
Chunk,
watching eating
chunk.
popcorn,
Chunky
not doing
kitty.
anything, just like, it's not my jurisdiction. I'm sorry, my badge says anima related crimes, not civilian related
Yeah.
crimes.
Wait, are you sure this is not
he
a
was
thing
a
you saw?
he was a novice by your virtue of your power. He's turned himself
Yeah.
in. He's getting closer to an initiate from this level of using it. And while he's in the church, because it's Falcone's, I'm not even going to have to make this a question. As uh, Bishop Father Bishop Father Vincent Falcone would make his church his home base. This place of his worship would give even Falcone a separate, something of a temporal boost of being there. Especially as I've made plenty of mention that Derek here makes it his job to make the church, work in their favor. He also handles the basement deal and situation,
Renewal.
the manula.
Oh, Salem.
So while he's in the church, he's actually an initiate. And as an initiate, I'm gonna roll for this check with him as he uses his blood magic to manipulate the first officer in front of him.
Edmund's just gonna slowly close his side of the door, because
Mm-hmm.
if he can't see it, he has plausible deniability and turn facing the hood, turn away from the chair.
Because the player is no longer watching what's going on. We don't know what's going to happen in the house.
Victor's
So,
watching.
plausible deny.
Plausible
That's
deniability for
fair.
Edmund.
Okay, no, he the door closes behind it. So, Edmund, you're leaving?
No, Edmund's gonna stay outside, but he's gonna definitely listen in. But he's not watching anything for plausible deniability. I just want to let that know.
It's a little hard to describe then if I'm not supposed to.
Well,
Let me
he'll
describe it.
crack the door open and look from his side. He'll like
You're far enough away, but from the distance you can see a guy convulses, turns on his friend, guns start going off, and before the sense of chaos is even understood, there's, I'd say, three officers on the ground. Before a fourth one and a fourth and a fifth one notice in time the situation and begin to shoot at their former allied officer who has these blood tears coming down his face and nose. Same sort of situations happening to Derek here as he's holding his hand, both his right and left hand out, menacingly holding like a puppeteer.
blood puppet, blood puppet, blood puppet.
Victor
Blood
is
Plant.
bending.
Victor's sitting. When the bullets start flying, one hits his right shoulder, doing no damage, and another is about to hit his head before the the black the black hound arbor clanks itself, Sink!
Why'd you gotta
Almost
do
biting the
that?
bullet. Victor looks slightly annoyed. Even the expression can be found underneath the hood. Rude. I'm here for the show, not the fireworks. With about I because they put down the lead officer and shoot at several of them put 3 rounds into Derek here, who my favorite Daedric god would say, the cat's finally out of the bag. But who put that cat in there? What an asshole! I want to find the person who put the cat in the bag and beat them up. As Derek reveals his secondary fighting style. He gets shot to hell. He activates the initiated fighting form of his Crystal Bear hunting form, allowing him to get a temporary defense bonus based on his fighting style, which he's an expert in. So he gets additional 2d 2d 46 points of defense, making unironically a full 12 defensive armor, and he naturally has 12, so he adds that together, making 24, surviving 2 rounds of those shotguns before taking at least some level of serious damage. Though, even with those responses of shotgun shells, he has enough blood around him that he whips it into a frenzy of shards that he pulls into the air before slamming them down, making an AoE spell attack. Though notably, this time when he casts it, veins on his physical form start to pop on his physical body, but like pop. His forearm spurts blood. His under his cheek vessel pops of blood, and his right eye gets bloodied as its tears coming down his actual face. As Derek's manipulation he's pushing himself to, unironically, do his best to kill these officers. Uh, he drops these blood daggers, managing to maim most of them, and the few that manage to dodge simply flee in fear. I'd say only one would be able to flee without much injury, but the remaining of the group that would have been well, no. So when the four that had been standing after the friendly fire ripped through the 3 other allies, and they had to kill that sergeant too. So it'd be the 4 remaining standing, and they would have just been maimed by the blood daggers. Derek stands there. There's an awkward, tense silence after the actions. There was a sort of loudness when Derek used his blood magic, and everyone was screaming in pain. But after, I'd say, 2 or 3 seconds of that initial burst, it becomes mules and crying and muted screams sometimes here and there, going grunts in pain as Derek himself drops to one knee and coughs out a deluge of blood that fountains out of his mouth. Easily, easily 3 blood tokens worth. Victor blinks a bit. So this is what my brother's been up to. Kinky, weird blood stuff.
Uh, did any of the people like run away? Like, are they out of the church?
One officer only ran out.
Yeah, Edmund's gonna follow that officer.
You leave the carnage of the church. You have to walk past the maimed victims, and you can see the blood daggers, even though Derek doesn't seem to be moving anymore or doing much of anything, the blood daggers are still very much real, and they're like these. They're not like real, like hand. They're not daggers with handles. They're very crude looking daggers, and they're bright. Well, not they're not bright. They're like a darker sanguine red, and from each of these wounds, their blood was flowing at an accelerated rate, as if the blood's being pulled out of them from these wounds. The officers themselves look terrible, and leaving them here is certainly to their death.
Ooh.
Not my jurisdiction. Not my.
Edmund's badge
call.
clearly says Anima Officer.
Well, this doesn't look like Market District either now, does it?
And it is Father Falcone. Edmund's gonna
Derek
look.
himself begins to pull the first of the bodies that he killed and making a pile next to the altar.
Edmund's going to try and save the ones who aren't dead.
You find that the blood on the floor that's congealing around them, it's gonna be really weird and hard to follow, but check this out. It's not pulling away, it's staying in that one tile of area, as if it's filling up an invisible tub of water. And you can notably tell when you step near them that their blood is up to like your boot deep of blood around you. You see one of them
Alright.
actually face to the side, and the blood's kind of already up to their nose, half covered.
And their body cams are on, aren't they?
For the most part, yes.
Yeah, Emma's gonna pull out his not the gambler, but the fucking fuck me in the ass, dude. I'm trying to remember the 1911. Yep, the 1911. And he's going to shoot at, but not. He's not going to shoot him directly. He's going to shoot at Derek. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no. You'd shoot by Derek's head, and he'd catch the point because you wouldn't have even noticed what you did until you shot at him. Derek looks at you with these murderous red pupiled eyes. You can see his body while he's not covered in any armor. It still has some fragments of that weird crystalline form he took just a few moments ago. It's this shattered green crystal kind of surface-like area across his upper pectoral. At his lower right body, though, you do see the bruising and blood slowly ipping from the shotgun injury he took earlier. He stares at you with murderous intent. He has no weapons on his hands, though.
Well, I guess we're gonna change into the gambler. Derek can't be reasoned with. Sorry, Falcone.
You didn't even try.
Admin is going to put.
No, let him fight.
Admin's gonna put.
He'll just owe me a follower.
Yeah. Well, I've got 20 AP. Let's max this shit out. 8, 7, 6, 5.
Okay, so I didn't think we are gonna have to pull up into the church, but here we are, having to pull up into the church. I swear to God, what the fuck's going on in my hallway?
Admin is going to load
Yeah,
6
fucks
bullets
can't go
into the
anywhere else.
gambler.
Sorry,
and
sorry.
tried-
Before you do that, I need to pull us first to the visual aid. Okay, I'm following
Right.
you. Want to do something? Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. He's gonna. First, he's gonna try to talk Derek down. If that doesn't work,
Spin the hammer.
Jesus Christ.
I like the idea that right now, as Edmund's doing this, Lance and Cyril are both fighting at each other at this moment.
No.
Edmund's
This is
defense-
Wednesday. This is Wednesday morning. So, oh, actually, yeah, you two would be fighting. You guys fought around Wednesday morning. Yeah.
This is
In
a Wednesday
Edmund's
afternoon.
defense, he had no idea Derek would be this. He thought he would just punch him. No idea about this level of blood magic use. No clue. Like, he thought he was going to, he wholeheartedly thought Derek was going to probably, brutalize 2 officers and the rest of the no, he did not expect this. And that's what he's gonna say on his police report.
Okay.
Go tell Aunt Wody. Go tell Aunt Wody.
Mhm.
Go tell Aunt Wody that everybody's dead. That's the song that's going in my head as he's doing all this rampaging.
Wow.
And
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Party, party, party. I wanna have a party. You better have a party.
You know I like to party.
Party, party, party. I wanna have a party.
Is that what's going on? Jesus. Two different valleys of like how we handling the scenario. The
I mean,
two
no one's thinking
fucking.
about Derek's position here. He just murdered a
I
whole
mean, like,
lot of officers.
Yeah, it might be time to hand off the church to Lance.
Hey,
He's Lance
Lance.
McKinley. Who would believe he'd
Yeah.
kill cops?
So you made your
I
way
have
to the death
plausible
pile, right?
deniability. I was. Wait, hold on. I had the eyewitness of the terrorist known as Simon who can vouch for my innocence.
Oof.
You know, I was gonna make the joke, but
The pygmy lawyer puts his hand around his throat, like, no, 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 man, chill the fuck out with that.
stop,
What the
stop, stop.
hell's- Stop!
I'll throw more names into the file.
It's Ren and Stimpy. Happy, happy, joy, joy song.
Happy.
Okay, so here's the 411 how things look like, because I always had the visual aid for this. They move Devon out because he's not in this situation.
Like no one
So
else, but
those are the 9 officers. 3 of them got killed by friendly fire. The 4 other ones were killed by an AoE blood dagger drop. One was able to be turned against his allies using blood magic. And yeah, you just shot at him. He had taken this corpse and had dropped it over here. And he had not even noticed you do that before you shot at him. So he had dropped this corpse as you shot at him. And you now get that death stare I was talking about earlier, where he'd be looking at you with those red fucking eyes, with
now,
murderous intent.
we can talk about this.
This is
Wait,
also
does
when
Edmund have the
Victor sits up, noticing the blood intent. Like, he's been fine with all this. He notices Derek's direct attention, and, of course, the fucking handgun going off. He yelled, Captain! Seriously?
Now, Derek, we can talk about that. We might be able to get you a plea deal. This is too. I thought you were just going to, I don't know, put up some sort of fight and then get arrested. I did not know that you had all this capable.
No bitches allowed.
So, either
Derek crouches to the corpse and slowly grabs its throat with his right hand.
okay, all right. Does Edmund have the gambler out?
If you
You said you
want
did.
to draw, you said you want to draw it. That's your intent. Do you still want to
Yep.
continue it? Okay.
Yep, Edmund's gonna draw the gambler. Speaking doesn't work.
Derek drops to the ground with the corpse as a shield and kicks himself about, I'd say, 5 feet of distance. Like over here. Just sliding a bit, but uses the corpse as a sort of semi-shield against your gun. He is closer to the ground, making himself as hard as a target for you to shoot.
Edmund's gonna pump
He's
6
listening.
AP into his gun.
There is no good artwork of Bahamut Zero.
So he's gonna have 6 green bullets. Let's go, baby!
As you load yourself up, Derek's gonna take a reaction to make himself crawl with the corpse.
Where do you think you're going, mister?
Hey, where you going?
I'll avoid justice. This is when
Edmund's-
Edmund woke up to justice.
Woke up to justice.
That's the best line
It's the
ever.
best line ever.
He's still in the gambler's range. I know it's a diagonal shot, but you said we can do this.
Yes. You can add it together. That's 35.
Yep, he's... is this dude still alive or is he dead?
Everyone's dead. The only
Well,
ones
shit.
slowly dying are the ones in the center.
Edmund's gonna shoot Derek with the green bullet.
Okay.
Or one of the green bullets.
Yep. And after this series of actions, we're gonna have to roll a literal combat initiatives. So go ahead and make me an accuracy check.
Here we go. Actually, do I still have my macro? I do have my macro.
He screams as he appears on the screen.
1d10, 2d10, plus 5.
So that's 6, 9.
Let
So
me see.
that's 15, 20.
Yeah, I was right. What? Yeah, it's weird. I gotta get the. I should have wrote the macro for the complete input, but yeah, it's 20. You rolled a 20. Roll that one more time at a disadvantage because he's low to the ground using a corpse as a shield. Well, you just rolled better. Okay, never mind. Like, yeah, just fuck that instead. The 20's still enough to hit.
Unfortunately for you, Derek, I'm from Market District.
No, you're from Gridiron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the consistency?
Where does the green
Wrong
bullet use a special, or does it just do 5d10?
Iron. 5d10. Iron.
Oh, would you look at that?
You know, this is great timing. It's so you know, it's causality at its finest.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
I'm really gonna piss.
Don't piss. I was really worried about taking this one story leap, but since the dice have shown me I should take it, I'm taking this
fuck
as a
it.
sign. Yeah, I'm taking it as a sign. To come back to the cool news, but as Edmund fires his green gun, the direct green energy messes with Falcone's sort of circadian rhythm in the way that it's like, hey, alarm, someone has just used something in your house.
Well, that's not a circadian rhythm. Circadian rhythm is just sleeping habits. But no,
So-
that's not good.
Sorry, you're right. Not
That's a
circadian
security
rhythm.
alarm.
More like a sudden security alarm, and it's because
Something
of your
has thrown off my vibe.
and it's because you are devotion level 1, Brad, that you can definitely pick it up in your home base, especially it's specifically in your home base.
Someone's touching my shit.
And also, that definitely means this definitely implies that Falcone definitely knows Derek was using his blood magic.
Blood magic.
Well, it's not like I told him not to.
No.
You don't give a child a toy without batteries.
No, to be fair, if you would ever pay attention to Derek using his blood magic, it'd be like a fucking notification every other second. He's been practicing it
Yeah.
actively. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding.
See how long it takes this guy to notice me.
He puts it like on how you said, read only. He like every time the notification comes, he puts read only. And it's like fine, I'll mute the channel, mute until I put it back on. He sees the notification. Oh damn it, Derek! Oh wait, this is a new notification.
Yeah, Derek at below 30 HP, percent HP. Ah, shit.
Dude,
Derek at
dude, what the
10%.
fuck? This guy
Derek
was
is
like
a-
letting you
Mhm.
destroy him. I'm sorry, I'm watching like Kalis right now play. I might be behind, but like this guy was just letting you fucking destroy him when you got behind him.
Oh, those are my favorite kind.
Do you feel the rhythm and rhyme?
Mm.
Do you feel the music of the night? All
Oh,
night,
right.
alright. It's the rhythm of the night.
I
Oh
can't wait
man,
for that to be
I was
enough.
talking with Bronte and like Squiz about
Uh-huh.
Magic the Gathering, just giving them combos I remembered. Like
Listen,
a bigger
man,
pro.
I definitely want to do some MTG on tabletop. Or
Well,
Forge, I don't know.
I linked you that program. It has
Oh,
an
I saw
AI
it.
you can fight it. It has its like own campaign.
I just wonder if the campaign allows a free deck form. Because I know people have
You
played
can
it.
collect cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind doing that on my own thing.
Actually, I want to
I
see how many
really
missiles I
want to.
shot down.
I really want to play my decks, and
Yeah,
I have,
I know. I'm right there
yeah.
with you. I've got the verboten 3.
Like as long as like I mentioned, the only thing I really don't want to fight against is like Mill. Like I
The
hate
sweaty
Mill.
metal.
That's all I give a shit. I don't. That's like
Yeah, that's why.
toxic tokens as well, but like I got a lot more lenient about it. There is creature removal. I've taken a less hardened stance about toxic tokens. I
That's why
still
2 or 3 of
hmm?
those decks are in the verboten pile. I put the other one in there because that ninja deck is fucking absurd. You just tutor Blightsteel and win.
Yeah, I want to make a Titus deck.
Ha ha
Yep, I want
ha!
him as my I want him as my fucking leader just
I'm
for
gonna be
that.
upset if Waka doesn't have like protection from artifacts or deal
That,
like extra damage to him.
I sent you a Discord of Nox.
I'm back.
I do
welcome
not
back.
see it. Oh no, I don't think I got it. Oh, there it is. It's not showing up on the thing to monitor the stream. It shows up on your stream. Okay, very cool.
Um,
Oh, excuse me.
Edmund, when you shoot your green gun, and while you were gone, everyone's been filled in on this great bit. I have the honor of telling you you set off the and patenting name the Falcone trigger. Is that Falcone? The Falcone prismatic force trigger alarm.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to workshop that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
no.
Patent pending. The layman's term is Falcone knows like not you specifically, but knows that he knows specifically it is green magic. Do what thou will with that, Falcone, but you do know specifically it was green magic. Not who or what. Just that it's been casted. And it's lethal. It's definitely lethal green energy.
Super appreciated if you didn't.
Well, you see the Cliffs looks over. What are you talking about? Just appreciate it didn't what?
Someone's fucking around in my church, shooting off green
You have a
energy.
church? What's your Kelnon speaks up? What is your faith then? The spiralism?
Oh no, no, no.
Oh. What is your
Faith is
faith
a
then?
strong word. Think of it more like partnership.
Hmm. And he stays
But
in
I'm
silent.
something of a unique case.
And he stays in silent contemplation about that. Returning to the scene at hand, Edmund, 25 points of damage, rips through the corpse in front of his hands that he held for temporary shelving. And he takes fractional damage, the remainder, due to the corpse he was using as a shield. He gets nipped, for sure. You can't tell if he's that wounded or not, as Derek doesn't make a response. Like, he grunts in pain, but he doesn't, like, do anything other than that. As he continues to make his attempt to try to flee from your sudden barrage of guns at him. And with that, we're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Here we go. Should you expect
Dun,
this
dun, dun,
dungeon?
dun, dun, dun,
Oh
dun,
damn it,
dun,
there's a
dun, dun,
fight
dun, dun,
breaking
dun,
out and I'm
dun.
not there!
I
Dungeon,
thought
if
this was
you
just going to be a bit of novelty. I thought you were just gonna leave it alone. Was gonna be a
no,
novel
they
moment
had
and
you.
stuff.
If you said they had body cams,
You know something could happen to the body comms.
I mean, there was a lot of blood. They could have covered the
Yeah,
lenses.
yeah, and they could have gotten smashed in the fighting.
we all look at each other. It's like this feels like that's like we're trying to excuse mortal, and we've done this before.
No, this is just very aggressive self-defense.
I mean,
Or
I
what
get
Derek did.
Yeah, I mean,
It says, it says
the
choose
S-
life friends above the church door. That's not a suggestion.
it's like Falcone like putting metal to the pedal like at this moment while they race back to the church.
Yeah, then Edmund's gonna have to deal with Father Falcone coming through the door. Why are you
Oh my
shooting
God,
up
yeah.
my church?
No, like fucking Derek is like the sub boss. Falcone's the main event.
Derek attacked me, Falcone. It was in self-defense.
So much blood here. You can make a bloodhound token. A blood guy. So if it not.
I'm going
Oh,
to
it's
not
throw.
a
I'm
push.
going to write my name.
It's not a
I'm
push.
sorry.
My
I'm
full
sorry, Edmund.
name.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, Edmund, my boy, but I have zero tolerance for this.
It is your face. Victor is refusing to get in until Edmund specifically gets harmed. All Edmund's been doing is shooting.
Yeah, and he's gonna do that again now that he doesn't have a body in front of him.
Go ahead. The hit lands on the hit on the hit. Before you roll for damage, on the hit reaction, he grabs the bench, spending a decision for the next turn, and throws the pew at you, Edmund. He
He'd try.
enhances throwing that that pew with blood magic, creating the pool in front of him to make a geyser to help guide the pew even faster towards Edmund.
That's gonna hurt.
So first I'll have you roll for his damage, so I have that ready up already. You're the easier part of that. Okay. Uh
Oh no, there's Falcone.
he shows up.
No, because right now I'm imagining he's just fucking speeding through
Oh,
traffic.
there's one last thing I forgot to mention. We also had a
Eclipse
celestial
him on
moment.
the turret. Clear the road.
LOL. The celestial moment was supposed to happen. I'll get to that in just a moment. And when you roll damage, right, Edmund, the second time you shoot, you notice it. The first time you felt it, but this time you actually saw it in action. The influence of the red here is so much stronger than your gun's influence. It's messing up the damage you're doing.
Uh-oh.
You know,
I
we're
didn't
gonna
realize
have to talk about. Edmund's gonna scream. You know, we're gonna have to talk about that later, Mr. Red.
Mr. Who?
Don't worry about it.
The pews come at you, Edmund. They're coming really fast through that torrent of blood. It does not roll at a disadvantage because he is using blood magic to remove the disadvantage.
Okay.
He is going to throw with his strength modified with his blood magic.
I think Lance put like gummy bears in the turret. Well, the ammo slot should be.
14 is
Damn it,
enough to hit you.
Lance.
You rolled a 13, he rolled a 14. He hits you with the pew, Edmund. The pews deal blood damage, 3, and then it smacks you in the head. It's a pew.
A giant wooden pew.
A D4 for unconventional weapon.
No, it's a big
No, it's a
pew.
giant wooden pew.
It's like
I-
D8.
Say
Yeah.
D10.
No. I say
God.
D8 too. D8 by 3. 16 points of kinetic damage.
Does
You
that
got
go through my temporary?
uh
My
no.
blood does.
You
but
do
the-
also take plus 3 more damage on top of that. That would actually hurt you. Like everything else wouldn't hurt you too much. Like you'd still lose temporary HP. Like you have temp HP. The 3 HP extra I'm talking about is the inverse of the effect you saw earlier with your bullet. While he throws blood magic at you, it hurts you more. Wait.
Follow on color violence.
I need to read one thing about that Druid Heart real quick. Because I know maybe Lance, one of the few that can get away with that, but... Did I leave it in the bio and info about the Druid Heart, or does it have its own?
Yes, you did. It says cannot enhance power tier 7 or greater.
Ah, yeah, no, it's on the note. You still take the 3 to your tap down. Well, it says cannot enhance power tier 7 or greater. Oh yeah, because it is you can't enhance its effect by any other means. That's what I meant to write. So you can't have a relic or even an artifact influence your druid heart. That's what I'm trying to get him come across when I wrote that. So
God
then
damn it!
it's not what I thought it
Hi,
was. Okay.
Salem.
So you do still take that 3 to your actual HP.
And then the 16 to my temp, right?
Mm-hmm. And when that happens, well, let's have the moment before where we have the celestial moment. The first celestial moment was when you shot the first gun. It'd be like the witch's whispers to your ear. Nadia, the spirit witch, speaks to you. I didn't think you'd be firing on a target so soon. Who is our prey?
One of Bishop Father Falcone's followers, and I'm in a bit of a pickle right now.
This is before he threw the pew at you.
I know,
Okay.
I know. I'm in a bit of a pickle right now.
I can
I
see that
forgot.
you found yourself in in the domain of a red of the prismatic red. It is very hostile here. Blood
What did you
eeks across the walls.
what did you say the Red's name was again that Father Falcone worships?
I
Tyrannus?
worship.
Don't worship him.
He does
Thank
not
It's
you,
worship.
Lon.
local.
Yeah. Yeah, and the church that I'm in is a church of Tyrannus. So I mean, I think
You were much of a fool to come here then. Oh, this
well,
canonically explains why you get hit by the bench. You take your time talking to her and get the bench thrown
you,
at you.
Ah!
well, I didn't realize until I saw him sitting on his blood throne with the skulls around him. I thought he was
Well,
just
you
got a
don't know
peaceful
the
day.
you don't know the name Tyrannus, by the way.
Yes, he does.
Who would have said it to you?
Demos.
Deimos.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Because he asked about.
He'd have mentioned
He,
multiple names. You don't
yeah,
know
but
He only
which of the
mentioned one. He mentioned Tyrannus.
yeah, because he asked.
Because Edmund
Um,
specifically asked about a throne of red with skulls on a river of blood.
For the blood god, blood for the blood god, blood for the blood god. Hello,
It's either
Salem.
Tyrannus or his brother, at who I forget the name, sounds similar. Can't remember the other name.
very foolish to be here then. To cause such a well, oh, you should pay attention to that.
Son of a bitch! He quickly puts his arm up and the pew breaks in half across from its body.
A series of the splinters get enhanced by that blood magic and pierce right into your chest for that 3 extra points of damage.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It is still one more decision and movement for you. As Victor will join combat as the parameters of Edmund getting hit is enough. Okay, okay. I guess I have to put my foot down and break somebody's ass with it.
You know what, Derek? Excuse me. I don't like your attitude.
into the full gun you go.
Edmund's gonna activate Medel's cloak.
You were the first in combat, though. Can't activate.
I can't activate it if I'm the last in combat, though, either, can I?
No. Well,
Hmm.
let me make sure I got the. Maybe it's the last in rogue. Let me make sure. No, it's last in initiative. You're right. Yeah. All actions are rewinded. So Derek hasn't thrown the chair table at you. You didn't take the 3 HP points. He didn't lose the HP you shot at him. You're back to 6 rounds in the gun. Time flows in an awkward moment before it stops for a brief moment before tick 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 tick. No, it slows down actually. Tick 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 tick
No.
tick.
No,
Tick.
who would be? No, it's bites
Yeah.
the dust. Bites
Yeah,
the
Edmund. Falcone's gonna have another alert that blue magic was used in his church.
That's sort of a paradoxical moment because it'd be the moment he noticed that the world that's then the world fluctuating backwards in time and movement. It would not be detectable at that moment. Only, well, actually, it would be afterwards. But even then, it had been faint enough. It's not a big enough influence. Like its initial usage, yes, but by the time it was initially used, time would be reverting back to the current moment, and at the current moment, the power would wane at the lowest point being that Falcone wouldn't notice the time being changed. Nothing should notice, to be fair. It's only the one person using Modell's cloak. And, Lance somewhere in Spiral City.
Ah, my head.
Because he's Adventorian and shown to have resistance to such effects.
Well,
Anyway,
very
it is the top of the turn
attuned.
again. You have 2 decisions, 1 movement, and 1 reaction.
Oh, when I get to that church.
I have 2 movements.
No, oh yeah, 2 movements, right.
I have 2 movements, 3 decisions.
No, well, 4 decisions, he says here.
Yep.
3 movement, 2 movement, 4 decisions.
So Edmund's just gonna go.
Time Force.
Wait. You activated on the you activated, yeah. Well, yeah. So you have 3 decisions
Not
and 2
cool.
movement. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you were right.
So I assume the body is going to
Still be there. Yes.
so he's gonna walk over the body and go 25 feet.
Oh god damn it.
Well, I'm sorry, Yugi boy, but Kaiba activates his trap card when you step into his zone. He spends a reaction and a decision instead of throwing the body or the well, no, because you shot the body originally. He was just
Yep.
completely exposed. He doesn't have a body on him. This guy is just shot to shit. It's just really pointless to move him anywhere. Though he does spend the reaction while you get closer to him in order to activate the pool of blood that you're on. He self-harms himself further, and taking another decent chunk of his HP using his magic, to push himself to use a blood prison on you, Edmund. He has to roll to land the hit.
Does he roll with disadvantage?
Uh, you are unaware he could do this. You are just as ignorant as he is attempting to attack you whilst it's not his turn. So both cancel each other out.
Alright. I was just asking because I didn't know
No,
if
no,
it was
no.
a reaction.
No,
Reaction.
it is a reaction. You're right, and the rules would typically stipulate he'd be at a disadvantage. You're unaware of his manipulation of blood magic, nor that he was going to cast an attack on you. You as the player know he's making a reaction. Edmund Miles doesn't know he's attacking. So the element
Edmund
of
did-
surprise.
Edmund didn't even know he would do all of this.
Yeah.
What did you expect? Him to say I'm sorry and meekly go with him?
Yes.
He did tell you that his whole responsibility was to stay at the church, and they all had guns at him. He doesn't like guns.
Oh, I've got a gun for him all right as soon as I'm out of this box.
No,
What? You're inaudible.
it's not a box. you know, per se in a box, he
Excuse me.
makes a like. Oh, this is the best way of describing it. He locks your feet in the blood that's been pooling up in this box. Remember how I described earlier how the blood here wasn't seeping out to the other parts of the tiles?
Yes.
Yeah, he's been building this pool up on purpose, and he uses this enlarged pool to hold your feet in place in that pool. As you can attempt to resist at the current moment, so it doesn't interrupt your movement. It will immediately end your turn out of the box.
Yeah, I'll resist. What's the...
You're gonna roll a dexterity check. You may junction, and you're fighting against his initiative.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna junction that, alright.
The fates aren't in your favor, as
Fuck
you are
me,
considered grappled.
I'm grappled, huh?
Correct. You are considered grappled. Your arms are still usable. It's just your feet are considered grappled.
Well, can I use the spectacular way and have the gambler out at the same time?
Why you Scarecrow?
There has been the new rule that before in the beginning that every beginning of combat you guys need to dictate your skill that you're changing swapping into.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, can I
Yeah.
have something out and be in my fighting style at the same time?
Yes, it's just you won't have the benefits of using your fighting style with a gun since it doesn't have any inherent benefits for doing so.
Okay.
You do have the 3 decisions left.
For one decision, Emma's gonna switch into the spectacular way.
Skill chain, skill, spectacular way. Okay.
Admin is going to shoot, or not shoot. Emma's gonna put the gambler away and go into the spirit gun.
One of these days, I want you guys to see if you just keep using the skill change the entire fight. Skill change, skill change, skill change,
I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
I'm getting
stop!
close.
All right, I'm tired of saying this word. Just do something else in combat.
No.
No.
Fuck off.
You know what?
It's my body.
You're not gonna get an announcement anymore. Lance is now
Okay.
here's now the world is cold. There's no affirmations on your attack rolls. I just have you roll
Lance
them to
looks
me.
sad. Lance looks sad. Sad. It's the only thing
Alright.
I had going for me.
Are we ready for the
Maybe you
spirit
can.
gun?
You're gonna spirit gun this man.
I'm going to spirit gun this man.
Oh dear. Well,
Going to spirit gun this man.
wow. By the power of the moon and its luck that I have. Am I right, boys?
And he's adept. It's a spirit gun.
When the
Launch
hell
the
did I
hell
get
is
you
a
that
spirit
high?
gun.
Story.
I was
Oh,
just
you're
trying to
not
say, I don't.
ignored, buddy. I'm just doing a match right now. I'm sorry. And I
used
don't
it on
think you're a
Polaris.
nuisance, but I don't know you.
Can't be a nuisance if I don't
Well, the
know
reason
you.
I ask is I don't even
Wow.
have any ideas about the fuck I was gonna do past Navens.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
no,
why
it
I'm
says
hard to
right
believe.
on. It says right on my character sheet. Adept.
Adepto.
This fucking
Because
game
he
be
used
That's
it.
it's even funnier because I don't have the terminology adept for my skills and preferences. They go
He used,
novice. Because hold on, there's novice, initiate, apprentice, journeyman, expert, master. I wouldn't write adept.
and then why does it say adept?
That's what I'm telling you. I know for sure, at least for my base knowledge, I hadn't really thought about the fuck direction I'm taking Spirit Gun in.
Because he used it against Plataris. He used it in
I
I
remember the
think Miguel's
applications. I know what you're.
uh
I know the applications. And I'm not saying you haven't leveled up in it, but to be that far along without me having a single clue what I was going to do with it seems weird to me.
You
that
could have
he
mixed Adept and Apprentice up.
That
yeah.
They can be synonyms.
even with that, right? I'll give that level of blanche hair, right? Like if I made that level of mistake, sure. What I'm saying though, and trying to express, is that I don't have an idea for Spirit Gun past its level 1 effect that I had written originally. I've been writing everyone else's sort of side plots and things that refining back into the skills have been in each every player has been a little bit of a task. So, to be fair with you, I don't have an idea what I do for your initiate or apprentice, let alone just the 3d6 points of dice. Like, that's the only thing, but at that point, I think that'd be super overkill with the ability that it is. I know you've had the applications of it. I'm not denying that. I know you did it for Plataris. I know how that affected him. I know the other times you've shot it. I'm not saying you haven't.
Um,
Telling you I just don't have the literal clue of the skills that go behind it, and I don't usually do give skill level ups without at least the foundational idea of where I'm going with it. It sort of helps me as a GM, so I'm always keeping that same level of track. I've done it with everyone else's fighting skills.
Well, also to be fair, we haven't really used it since the Emerald Isles. This is the
I'm
first time it's been brought out.
I'm more interested in the idea of like keeping it. No, not interested. Sorry. I I prefer keeping it at initiative because this seems to me a left field, such a left field thing. I don't have anything that makes me feel comfortable saying I had you an apprentice at all. I know you've used it a lot.
Let me see
I
if I
would have
can.
had a I would have had a story event leading with you to do something more with the spirit gun. I would have, as you've progressed with it, at the very least, I would want you to like. I would have had Edmund at least learn. Okay, what else could I do with it through dreams? Though we haven't had those kind of sequences. Edmund has been more looking towards his friends and looking towards finding Seinrich after the explosion and finding out he was a terrorist within the whole wall situation. That's been the sort of big deal. I haven't if it's been on me not to have that dream sequence, it's perfectly fine. And like I said, I'm more than fine with you being an initiate. You can throw that. An apprentice, though,
Oh,
I'm
that
very
leg's gonna
skeptical.
pop.
Where? So you changed the skill.
I didn't change it. I have kept the writing the same. It still reads
No,
Advent.
the mastery.
I've always kept it the same. It's been that way for 2 years. It's in the skills and proficiencies.
Yeah, it's 2d6
Instead of the 3d6, yes,
okay.
2d6. You still use your dexterity though. And I'll make a handout for the spirit gun itself, and so that way I can make the foundation for it. I will keep it at initiative though, and I will change it.
I had one. No, no, it doesn't have one. I know we had a thing for it. Holy shit!
What's up, hon?
Well, it would have been back to the ruling of this guy doesn't know what the fuck you're shooting him with, so there would have been a roll for an advantage too. I would have been fine giving you that. Seeing that you rolled a 21, I don't think that's necessary. Uh, well,
I was.
you're
Oh
only gonna
man,
roll a
this
2d6 points of damage. Go ahead.
Time to send you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
To
yeah,
be fair, I don't know why there's
essentially.
a +1 though. The
I
20's still
think it
fine.
was.
The
I think it
20's
was
still fine.
leftover.
The 20's still fine. The
Edmund's like, time to send you to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo.
Give me 1 second to figure this out.
Dude, I'm
Technically,
terrified of fighting Evie now. Motherfucker so straight to like.
Great
okay.
Demitos.
Yeah, straight to fucking no, in
Oh,
pieces.
go ahead. Screw with my soul. Let's see how that works for everyone.
Excuse me.
Slap the nuclear reactor barely
Okay.
held together.
Don't tempt him. He'll do it.
Mhm.
Look at he's getting ready. Evie,
Edmund,
look, he's
Oh,
getting ready.
what's your dominant hand?
Me?
Yeah, what's your dominant hand?
Edmonds or mine?
Edmund's.
Edmund.
Left.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh, no wonder he's a sodomite.
The both of them. You
Both
know what I'm
of them.
talking about? Lance, because he's a lefty too.
Oh, disgusting.
So spirit gun's prerequisite. To make sure that before we continue and finish this damage, I do want to make sure that we're doing this all legal. You moved into
Yep.
the trap. You then swap skills to into the uh
Spectacular way.
to the spectacular way.
Took out the spirit gun, and then shot. That's my 3 decisions.
Well, that's the issue. No, actually, no, you're fine because
Yeah. But
it's not.
elsewhere.
No. What I was gonna say was that you needed to put away your gambler, but what I remembered is that spirit gun is actually unique. It will automatically de-equip everything you're using to use it. It's sort of a once in battle sort of deal. At the current moment, at least, you don't have more than one shot with this, but it's devastating. And I'm still trying to write still trying to. I had the map done. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to display what happened. So just give me a second. Oh, You hold up your left hand, Edmund, as a kind of wisp of gust comes around you, and you charge a vocal point of concentrated spirit energy. It is the spirit energy around the area. And brother, that is not hard to get around here. It's some malice up in this bitch. And it's usually never really hard to summon up the spirit gun unless you're in a place that has specific debuffs against the spiritual afterlife or a disconnection towards it. Like the nail crow, but I digress. Uh you land the accuracy as you peel back your thumb like a hammer and you feel the recoil like a real handgun. Pull your left hand back as you fire a stream of straight white energy. Derek looks confused as then he gets pierced in the chest moments later. And you swore you could hear the sound of shattered glass, as there's no exit wound, the line doesn't go anywhere further, and Derek collapses holding himself. He does make an intelligence check. No, sorry, strength check. And manages not to get knocked down from the impact of the gun, so to speak.
Yeah, because Falcone didn't raise no bitch.
Oh, also he has to make one last intelligence check to see if he holds
No
Edmund.
bitches.
No, Edmund, he dropped his concentration when you shot him in the chest. You are considered out of grapple.
I still have one more movement, right?
I'm sorry?
I still have one more movement.
Yes.
Oh, dude, that's an artillery strike. I shouldn't walk into that. Bother.
Don't bother.
The homeless woman's yelling and screaming outside.
Uh-oh,
What have
a
I
new
done?
challenger appears.
Yeah, honestly, it's a new one now. It's a lady. I guess she was hearing the male's mating call. Now she's responding.
It's
No, she's
delayed.
not gonna let him mansplain how to be homeless.
Or I'm being too rude. Maybe it's just girls having out a nice time. I can't tell. You move
They
up.
sound the same.
Yeah, right. You move up, Edmund, and that'd be the end of your turn, right?
Evan's gonna end his turn staring up, well, staring down Derek, but he's like staring up at him because he's like what, fucking 6'2" or something.
He's still on the ground.
Oh, well, he's
Yeah, he's
staring
not
down.
standing. Yeah, he was trying to crouch away from you. But now at this point, when he got shot at his upper chest because it was exposed, he's crumpled on that ground hard.
He ain't feeling so hot.
He loses the decision, and his movement's halved due to this damage. And Derek suffers another series of traumatic damage due to the effects of his magic spell decasting so quickly and the casting of it so the much the casting has been doing as he coughs up more of that good blood life juice and loses another decision and ends his whole turn.
Damn.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, so it'd be your turn again, Edmund. This time, you'd see that Derek doesn't make a roll for initiative. He's suffering from the defects. It's not like everybody you ever shoot with the soul bullets would receive similar effects. Derek has also been pushing himself with his blood magic. While this place does give him the enhanced boost, he's not holding back at what he can do. And the traumatic of power, the pushing of his own power, blood magic, and having his soul suddenly ripped from his body as violently as you did. Not all of it, clearly not, but a good fucking portion of it just went out the fucking wind. Kind of does something to a person, and at least for this turn, he will not roll for initiative. If there's another turn, he will roll. So Edmund, basically, you go first.
Now, Derek, you have two options: surrender, or I kick your face in so hard you're gonna wish I finished you.
I have to maintain the torch. I'm just gonna break out and come back.
Well, I did warn you. I did warn you. Edmund is going to kick Derek's face out with a spectacular way.
I'll give you the auto hit since he's just on the ground at this point.
Oh, he was going to he was gonna full charge that well, he's not an anima user, is he?
No,
No.
he's not.
And they can't get more than one exhaustion token at a time.
What? I don't think
No,
that's
I'm
how it
saying
works. Mm-hmm.
I'm saying if he uses exhaustion 5 and does 10 to the target, it doesn't automatically get 2 exhaustion, right?
No. You would get 7, but then you have a reduction for that. Your target receives -10, and they go straight into suffocation.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's kick him in the face with 5.
Reading is part of the difficulty in your skill set here. It's you
Well,
gotta
it says
work.
a suffocation occurs at -10 for the user, but it just
Not the target, not you. The
yeah, but it
person.
says like
Mhm.
oh yeah, here it is. Cannot go any further than -5 exhaustion. Okay, so we're going to use it at 3 then.
Wait, where does it say that?
In the initiate, when target takes -5 exhaustion, suffer -5 accuracy and movement 10 feet. If able, -1 decision. Targets cannot go further than
Okay, so
-5 exhaustion.
oh no. Okay, so what I meant at apprentice is that you suffer at -10, but enemies suffer at -5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your best bet would be the 3, just to put the 6 exhaustion, but it's a -5 accuracy, but it wouldn't matter. You still land the hit. When you do land the physical attack, Derek does have a reaction I can at least expend. I will have to at least, before I do it though, I do have to make a strength check to see if he can even muster the strength at a disadvantage. Buddy rolled double threes. I'm gonna say that he is not able to, due to the stress he's been putting himself through the blood magic, as he feebly spends his reaction and fumbles it before you hit him. You can see Derek putting his right hand up, trying to do something before you put your foot down, crunching, satisfactory. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
Evan's just gonna question mark kick him. Just give him the old question mark kick. Is there spectacular weight damage? No.
Where's the fighting skill, your proficiency in it?
Okay, so it'd be.
Oh yeah, he's got this.
Yeah, Derek got this.
Oh no, no, I mean this warthog ripping me up.
Okay, listen, I'm
Okay.
sorry about Derek.
It doesn't. There's always another one to get. Soon I shall have an apprentice far younger and far stronger.
Wow. The crystal bear user wasn't enough. Damn.
This shit, apprentice.
I
Okay,
stand
so
up and walk
journeyman's.
out.
I walk with you, Dungeon.
So is it
Don't you down the
46?
fight.
So is it 46 plus dex, right?
No, not adding dex, just your skill.
Oh, right, just skill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Besides,
It's
it's
the
not
same
my
thing.
fault he got rinsed.
It's the same thing I do for Lance and for anyone else using skills. You guys roll with your attributes for accuracy, but for damage, it's just the flat skill rate.
Yeah.
16 points of damage to his face. He gets hit. He takes some damage, but what's the most important bit is that he takes a whopping -6 exhaustion, reverting back to -5 exhaustion. He immediately starts to fucking suffocate as Edmund starts to breathe, like taking deep breaths. Victor in the background, excuse me, goes, "Whoa!" And Captain, you just let him have the question mark kick. Ooh, brutal, Captain, brutal. Derek, suffering 3 different ailments, immediately goes into a death state.
Well, while he's figuring out that, Edmund's gonna call the Travail Police Department.
He crumples to the ground. There's no response from Derek after your kick, Edmund. You call the police line. They give you a receptionist who tells you, I'm sorry, the call volume's at the largest at the moment. We will direct you when we can. If you want to speak
Nope.
to an immediate representative, you can hit dial 2 right now.
Edmund's gonna
Otherwise,
dial too.
dee dee dee. Hello, this is the Pygmy Travail Police Department hotline. I promise I'll try my best to collect all what you say, but if you ain't paying, I ain't listening.
I don't
You
want
ain't
to.
paying, I ain't staying.
Edmund's gonna hang up. Victor, go out to the Travail Police Department calls and call this in.
Oh, but I was just enjoying the sight, Captain. Please, can I stay a little bit longer?
Okay, I'll go out and contact the Travail Police Department.
Are you moving from the tile that you're on?
That's a good question. No.
Okay. Well,
He's gonna call back.
the call volume for the Travail Police Department is at its
Wait, hold on. Are
highest.
you a receptionist or are you an
It's an
automated
automated
voice call?
voice call.
He's gonna call Juniper. He's got her line.
Do 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 do.
Juniper Wavos, I swear to the spy, if you don't pick up.
Hello?
Juniper, it's Edmund. We got an issue at Falcone's church.
I'm sorry, I was running a long shift and I just woke up. What's happening
I'm
where?
sorry. Are you not at the police department?
No, I'm at the office. I'm just sleeping at the desk. What is it?
Travail sent. He's gonna look around. 9 police officers to try to get Derek arrested, and they're all dead.
Oh. Well, that
Derek
sounds
is
like...
also dead. I killed him.
Oh, well, I guess that saves some paperwork, I suppose.
Edmund, don't confess to a cop like that, though.
No, so it all happened so fast, and Derek attacked me in blood rage, so
Okay.
and sensible rage.
I'm mostly dying, though.
I'm waking up, so just you put the phone down.
Hello?
You don't hear back from Juniper for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Hello?
That's fair.
Anything else you want to do?
Yeah, Edmund's gonna kick the corpse of Derek to see if he's still alive.
As a death reaction, he grabs your right leg.
Edmund's gonna look down.
He crushes your right leg.
Oh, son of a!
He
Wait,
leaves
does it
you.
go through my?
Yeah, because he's not trying to like hurt your HP. He's maiming your right leg. So in this weird way, you're taking an injury, but you're not taking HP damage. Get what I'm saying?
Son of a! Edmund's gonna scream.
He
should have double topped.
He's still holding your right ankle, doing his best to like crack and sprain it. At the current moment, you're suffering a sprained ankle.
He's just going to stomp, continuously stomp Derek's head. And just continue to
just make me a strength check to see if you last long enough to actually break a skull, like stamina wise.
Oh, brother, that's not gonna happen. Can I junction that?
If you're that insane about it, yeah.
Oh yeah, he like D4 strength. I'm not.
Like a 4 on that wall.
He's still like he's trying to kick him to let him go. That's He's not trying to stomp his brains out. He's trying to like kick him to get him off.
I was under the impression with the language it was like snapping into his skull.
No. He's trying to get him off. Like he's kicking his head to try to get him off because he thinks he's still alive.
You land a series of really good blows to the head of his. You can definitely feel like one of them, your hits, especially since you're a martial artist, has definitely caved in the skull parts of his skull, though.
He is like saying all sorts of horrendous things to Derek. even while still on the phone with you, like he's using gridiron language.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's saying stuff that you would only hear in gridiron. That outside of grid, like even in gridiron, is super offensive. It sounds offensive. It's super offensive.
Edmund, you pull away from Derek finally. After the final stomp, you can feel his fingers instinctively, because of something about how you kicked his head, it just instinctively jerks his whole fingers open wide. And it lets go of your foot.
Ugh.
Or
Jesus
your ankle,
Christ.
sorry.
Well, I guess he's really dead now. Oh, my leg.
Excuse me.
Do you investigate the body further? Do you continue
Yes, Evan's gonna investigate the body further. This is where he gets grabbed and choked.
No, the head's definitely caved in, dude. You did a good job stomping it. You definitely see this dude's like not breathing and not responsive. You push him a bit. You get nervous that he might attack you, Edmund, but he seems fine at this point. He's definitely laying in blood.
Marinating his own ragu.
Victor, I think my leg's broken.
Victor says, walks over. No, teleports over. Did he actually? Hold on. It's not really teleport because I gotta read, make sure I'm reading Journey of Lies. It's not true teleport.
No, he just swaps places with
With a target.
Yeah.
He'd swap places with this corpse.
And get blood all over your armor, Victor?
No, no, no. And then he approached you, Edmund. What happened?
I went to kick him to see if he was still breathing, and apparently he was. And he nearly broke my leg. He might have actually broke my leg. I can't.
I can
It's
double tap.
swollen.
I can final tap him.
Edmund's gonna point to his head.
Yeah.
I think
Stomped it in.
he's dead. I think he's dead. I think he's finally dead. By the grain, I think he's dead.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Juniper. I'm sorry if you heard what.
Yeah.
How long
No,
have
I
you
didn't-
been there?
No, I just came back. I was trying to get your attention. What
I'm
happened?
sorry.
I got my coffee.
So Derek, I went to see if he was still alive. He still very much was alive. Now he's not anymore.
No. What? Who's Derek? Start from the beginning.
Oh, okay. So apparently, Derek, someone from Falcone's church, was arrested, broke out of jail. The police.
You knew that
Travail
that guy
police-
was?
What?
You knew that guy?
I just found out. I got here a day ago.
You have met Derek before, though. Because remember, he had
He's
opened
not-
blood portals for you guys to speak with Falcone.
Yeah. But I knew him. I didn't know he broke out of jail. I just found out that today. 9 officers of Travail walked in. 8
Yeah,
officers
yeah.
of Travail are leaving. And it is, one managed to escape. It happened so fast.
9 walked in, 1 left.
9 walked in, 1 left, and it happened so fast we didn't really even know what happened until it was too late. Then he got.
You did.
Then he went to attack me, and well, I guess Father Falcone is going to have to find another person to help out with his church. I also think my leg is broken.
It's an ankle sprain.
Also, you're
Don't
not
worry
going
about
anywhere quickly, is what you're saying.
It is an injury.
I went to see and check if he was still alive, doing basic to check and see if he was alive, like we were trained in market district. He grabbed a hold of my leg and wouldn't let go. So he's dead.
Why didn't he
I do
comply?
apologize. No, he didn't comply
Hmm.
at all. During this entire time, he never complied, and I have a
I
witness.
felt my life was in danger.
And I
Yeah.
think some of your I think some of the body cams are on. They told me that they had body cams on. I gave him 3 choices to comply. He did not comply at either 3 choices.
I don't really know what to say here, man. That's a real shit situation you're both in. If there's a
Well,
survivor, then they're probably gonna come back with more police reinforcement. So either you just try to discuss it out with the SWAT, or you leave and back to your district.
oh god, I need to
Falcone
speak to
rolling back to
family.
his fucking church, seeing the fucking SWAT there, and the police like, huh?
Damn it, Lance.
Damn it, Falcone!
Is there anybody he can save here, or are they all dead?
Are you going to? You can't hear the groaning anymore for sure. If you do, if it's something there, you gotta go over there and pay attention to it.
I'm gonna see if there's anybody here still alive, Juniper.
Are you gonna stay there?
Yeah, I have to give my report.
Then if I were you to disarm yourselves and lay on the ground in front of the door so they don't kill you. Derek, no, not Derek, Victor go, I'd never subject myself so lowly. Now just pretend to be a corpse. He can look like one.
Edmund's gonna look at Victor and give him a look like I've seen you do worse, and then yeah, I'm gonna see if I can save anyone here. And Edmund's
Victor
gonna hang
prop
up.
punch in front of you.
Victor prop haunts, yeah. Edmund's gonna go into the.
Damn it, we should just call that ability.
It's
crop
sticky.
Ew. Is there anybody here that's alive?
It takes like 3 or 4 minutes of you taking their vitals, waiting to see a heartbeat, putting your hand underneath your nose. They're noticeably super pale and drained in the face.
How far away is Falcone from the church at this point?
Huh?
This happened
Yeah.
on. This happens in the morning. So.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be the afternoon at this point.
Well, we're getting closer to it. No, it's
Yeah,
like
you're
it was
gonna.
9 or 10.
Falcone is going to be pulling up to like massive amounts of SWAT at his church.
I did think I mentioned that he'd be I think on our last week's session, I think I mentioned that we'd
Damn.
see Falcone in the district by the Wednesday, without any further delay.
Yeah.
By Wednesday
Late
afternoon, yeah.
Mhm.
Edmund's gonna look at. Is there anyone here that has a high chance of survival, or do all of them pretty much have?
Dude, all
You
dead.
look through the corpses. Though you do manage to find a meager heartbeat. Very fucking faint.
Okay.
There's
All
there's
right.
a very shallow breathing. It happens like very few seconds in between.
All right. Edmund's gonna shove a cupcake, a piece of cake down this man's mouth.
Oh, you're killing him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. So
No,
that
no,
doesn't
no.
work on
You
non-anime
committed to it.
users.
No, you committed to it.
No, not shove.
No,
Like feed
you
it to
can't-
him.
I know what you're implying, and what I'm saying is you can't backtrack that choice you just made. You are feeding him food. That decision has been made, and I'm solidifying it. What Line is laughing about, though, is true. As you feed the cake to the guy, and I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty about forcing them to swallow or whatnot. This roleplay has been a large amount of, game references, anime references, movie references, so I can just ad-lib that you give him an item and it's just used on them. When you
Okay.
use
It's
the
just
healing
personal-
item
on
on them,
himself.
The cake, he puts the piece of cake on his chest and it just absorbs into his body.
at least at his face, alright? Let's keep it as close as possible. Just at his face, and just
Come on, come on, come on. Edmund's like praying. Come on.
his eyes open. What the?
Oh.
He sees the blood dagger still in him and it continues to drain the blood he gained.
Oh
Oh.
no. Can Edmund pull the blood dagger out?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess
Hell,
that's what Edmund's.
Are you gonna try?
Yes.
The gambler pulls your waist before you grab the dagger of blood.
The gambler does what?
It pulls your hip away as you try to pull the dagger or touch it.
Why? Why are
You
you
take
like
double
this?
damage.
I know, but I gotta save this guy's life.
What are you, a charity?
You
Yes.
see the officer pulling one, like he has 4 of them implanted in him. One in his upper
Oh.
chest, 2 in his leg, and 1 in his right shoulder. And he's trying with his right and left hands, trying to pull the one indirectly in his left chest. Like it's in his upper left chest, a very vital spot. He tries to pull the shard out.
That's it. I'm retiring. No more of this bullshit.
Oh, and the gambler can't heal anybody. Damn.
Mm-mm.
You're not a
And
healer,
I don't
bro.
have healing magic. And I
Hey,
don't
you should
have
listen.
through the night.
You don't have Cyrus here as a healer. Now Derek Derek left an attack.
Hey, you still got your body cam on? I know you're like hold on. I know you're like leaking your ragu, but do you think you can move?
I'll activate the token who's the one you're talking to.
Maybe.
Barely. My legs. I can barely feel them.
Alright, I'll try to keep you as up as possible. I'm an officer from Market District. Evan's gonna like
Victor walks over
Why
to
you
the
tell
side.
me?
All right, Captain. Oh, I'll help out. Jump to the side. He's like, all right, Captain. I'll help out. Come on, let's help the disenfranchised.
pull him slowly back.
Disgusting.
Things I
Absolutely.
do for the
Shake my
captain.
head.
Heretical.
Alright, buddy, you ready to be picked up?
Yeah. Sure.
Alright, let's go, Victor.
The 3 of you. Oops. Oh, what a night.
He would do all this with strangers, but not help out Lance if he got
You're
downed.
damn right. You're damn right he would.
Oh my god.
You're
Oh, what a
damn
night.
right he would.
Lance is dying in front of Edmund. Not my fucking problem. Some
Not
random
my
NPC.
not my monkey, not my circus.
Fucking some random NPC. I gotta save this man with my birthday cake.
Some literally faceless NPC.
Yeah.
Edmund, you continue to pull this corpse. This guy who's barely living, slowly out of the church. He limps with you, and Victor holding him up. There's the very faint and obvious sound of police sirens in the distance coming up.
Oh, buddy, I think that's the SWAT team.
God, tell them they got there quick.
You're not that far
Speed
from
limits suck.
Do you have
You gotta use my siren.
you don't have a radio on you, do
Oh,
you?
Tommy.
me, Captain, a radio.
No, I'm
Really?
asking this guy.
Oh. He pulls up to the one on his chest where the wound is. No.
Yeah, so he unclips it, but you realize, well, the wire is connected to the whole thing is cut because of the dagger.
No, you're fine. Just tell me when you still feel woozy again. I'll heal you again.
No. Tell my wife. I love her.
No, you're not leaving us. You're not leaving us.
I think I should go out like this, though. I don't know if I can face my wife if I, after the affair and such. Come on, let me go clean conscious.
Oh, you have an affair? Oh well, hold on. This changes everything. No, I'm kidding.
Look, yes, this is completely.
No, you're gonna.
One,
Edmund's gonna give him another piece of birthday cake.
But he's not. No, he's not near death yet. No, he's just telling me
Alright.
like she's worried that he might die.
You're not gonna die. Besides, you might get benefits out of this. We do a market district.
man, those
We do a
anima
market
users,
district.
am
We
I
get
right?
hazard pay.
Man, those anima users, am I right? Oh no, I was a human. What?
Alright. Victor,
Yes, Captain.
we might need to. Edmund's gonna pull out his badge and like hold it, like down to his side while also helping this guy. Think we might get shot at or have guns pointed at us.
I can tolerate being guns at me. I can tolerate a lot of men. I don't like being threatened.
Now hold on. There's Travail. We're working nicely with them.
No, I know. I could just take disguise as one of the fallen cops.
That's true. Sorry, buddy. You're being saved by anima users.
No, that's cool.
I thought I was attacked by one.
I don't know
What?
what he was.
Edwin, you know for a fact that that man was not a human. I
Yeah.
think it's some grody ass blood magic bullshit or something.
Grody.
Tell you, here, I'll see. I'll do a quick test to see if it's an anima, if it was an anima user or not. Can you see the thing coming out of your chest?
Yeah. This dagger
Then it
thing.
wasn't an anima user, and it might have been a relic.
Oh, we gotta get better health benefits against. He coughs up
Well.
as you see the trail he's making is like real obvious.
I have a feeling once we get you out of the church, you'll feel better. Come on, let's hurry this up, Victor. We're gonna open the door to just guns.
You hear the sirens definitely getting approaching closer.
It's like the end of a fucking. It's like the end of a whole film on right now.
No, this is the
They
end of
just killed
Reservoir Dog, dude.
What?
It's the end of the
Oh
what?
yeah.
Reservoir
Reservoir
Dog.
Dog.
I have not seen that movie yet. It's been on my
Neither have
list
I.
for years.
Oh my
Hey.
god, both of you should watch it. I'll
It's
watch
been
it
on my
together.
list.
Honestly, I'll watch it with you guys. I'll fucking make sure you watch it. It's that good of a Tarantino sucks himself off on his toes, but he's a good director.
I do know the scene with the razor blade though from Reservoir Dogs.
I don't know anything about Reservoir Dogs. All I know is that people will look forward to Reservoir Dogs to 9 Angry Men. It's eight Angry Men. I think.
The hate. Are you talking about the Hateful
Hateful
Eight?
Eight. Yeah, Hateful Eight.
That's another Quentin film though.
Yeah, it is. But they
Yeah.
say like it's bold ideas from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, because literally it's just Western Reservoir Dog. When you watch Reservoir Dog, it's literally Western. Yeah, you approach closer to the door as a group.
Hey, you gonna eat that?
The pygmy behind Edmund. Hey, you guys gonna eat that?
Eat what?
Corpses around.
Points at the
This.
No, you can't have the corpses.
We're called dibs.
He starts crying.
Tell you what, you can have whatever's on the big one's body.
No, but there wouldn't be a pygmy in Falcone's church yet. Yet.
Oh my
As you
god,
pro-
Reservoir Dogs from the hit game Payday 2?
Casey, shut the fuck up. Although I did run that soundtrack for a long time.
As you approach the oak doors, there's a very hard lock in front of you. You don't have enough security to unlock it.
We're locked in.
No, sorry. Just the Oblivion meme. Just wanted to drop that. No, you look away, look back. The door's openable. If you're leaving the church, this is the time.
Yeah, he's definitely leaving the church with
Okay,
this guy.
let's move the camera back to the main streets. As
SWAT
it, it,
fans galore. It's just
it's kind of serendipitous we had this session because Garrick will still represent what he does. I'm gonna have to take away this icon, but represent the SWAT team coming and being here as this icon. And Falcone's tracker. Yes. Well, they definitely would have locked that spot off. No, you would be forced to redirect traffic flow. And I'd say about 10 or 20 more minutes out. So it's just driving into the kerfuffle of the middle when the SWAT team has
The hell
been
is
here.
up with all these roadblocks? Why is it always got to be something in travail? If I knew who the mayor was,
I think their name is Flamewave? Fuck me like Glenn, I was like, wait a minute. They?
what do you mean?
How many mayors did you have? No, just the one.
Kelnon asks, is there anything we can eat around here? I'm kind of looking to eat. I'm hungry. It is also bright here now.
I have plenty of food at my church. Derek should keep a pantry stocked. And don't worry about the sun. That doesn't get in too much at the church.
Well, the light, yeah, up here, not the sun.
You cursed hateful orb.
That's why it doesn't exist here out in the open. It's a
Oh,
bitch
wait.
ass coward.
Oh wait, no, I
Cliff's-
used Medel's phone.
Eclipse speaks up. We're not expecting any kind of trouble when we get to your church, right, Falcone?
No, it should be fine. It should be clear. Derek would take care of any trouble, and any trouble that can take care of Derek would have to deal with me.
When we got to this district, I have been feeling. No, it's kind of hard to tell. There have been a lot of prismatic forces across Spiral City. It's been appearing.
Wait, who's saying that?
Eclipse.
Oh,
If you say so, Eclipse, I'm new to this whole thing.
I'm an agent of Silver. So, I have been around for a little while within the prismatic forces. There have been something of a larger force of energy around, outside of you, of course. So maybe that's why we're not drawing so much attention, but you are definitely driving around showing off that power.
I literally cannot turn it off. I've had armor commissioned, alright?
I want to imagine when Eclipse said, I'm an agent of Silver, Falcone takes out a shotgun, you're an enemy of mine, and fucking dome.
But Falcone's driving door knocker.
I don't smell any angels around, so... Not even half of one.
Nappa. That sounds like a slur.
Oh no, we'll save the slurs for later.
There definitely be pygmies hanging around Falcone, that's Falcone, the door knocker.
Of course, they're like seagulls. Eclipse,
Yeah,
see if he's got any food in here.
hey, is that Lance McKinley?
Gotta take a shit on it.
Is that the door knocker? Is that Lance McKinley's
I'm
door
sorry.
knocker? We need.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to derail for just a second. Did you guys hear about that, I think, Florida woman? I don't know where she was, but there's just some woman who got really angry at like a traffic altercation, and she just projectile shat at someone's car.
No, but that would have been a shooting.
Yeah, she apparently said it went in one shot, and she didn't even have to wipe.
That's disgusting.
There are disgusting people in this world, man.
That woman would have been beat. I'm sorry. I'm not into hitting women, but some women.
Dude, if someone took a shit on
Equal
my
rights
car,
mean equal fights.
if
Yeah,
someone
you're gonna shit on my car.
No, she didn't. squat or anything. She's like a good 4 or 5 feet away. She shot that shit like a projectile,
Pete,
like a some.
that's a fighting.
Yeah,
That's a
that's what I
fighting that
think.
police. That's
That's what
police would have to drag me off your body type. That's,
That's when I go to the back of my truck and I pull out the baseball bat. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Let's fix. I'm gonna fix you up.
Your Honor, it wasn't aggravated assault. It was justified homicide.
The pictures
Your
are
Honor,
like,
let's be real. Do we want someone running around our city that can projectile shit?
I just saved you from like a CR5 encounter, okay, buddy?
Yeah.
What are the
She
kids
was
gonna
at
do?
least a power tier 4.
Oh,
man.
Black Dog
I
Armor,
had-
sorry.
She was at least a power tier 4, Your Honor. I had to put her down. Think of the kids.
Think of this. Think of the shit, man. The smell, jeez.
I try not to. Like, the pygmies are flying close enough to the car that they're trying to pick it up, but they can't because there's too little of them.
Edmund?
Yeah.
You are outside of the perimeter of the church, Falcone's church. You don't see the officers just yet, but you do hear the sirens are getting louder. You do see that your car is still parked out there with green tea and Koyoseyama, Devon, who are sitting inside the car.
All right,
Devon's in
buddy.
the driver's seat.
All right, buddy. Do you know the way to the Travail Hospital?
I hear the sirens.
He looks at his chest.
Papa?
Those daggers, they're gone. Oh, I can breathe better, but I'm still. He touches his chest. I'm still bleeding bad.
Yeah, we need to get you to the hospital quick. Where? Do you know where it is? What's your healthcare like, friend?
I mean, covered by. It's covered. The hospital.
Really? It's covered?
Yeah.
Damn. We only get 95% covered.
No, to be
Bullshit.
fair, you don't even have your health coverage yet. You haven't been on the
Yeah.
force long enough.
She's
We don't even have health coverage.
The main hospital wing. I'll change the color in just a second, but for this moment, that block indicates the hospital wing area. It's more pronounced on the 3D map, but that's where the hospital is.
Edmund is just going to, like, hurry him and Victor into the car and, like, tell Devon to go to go to the nearest emergency room.
Okay. It'd still take you a modest amount of walking over to get to the car, though. Falcone's church isn't exactly at right at the sidewalk. You have to walk up to Falcone's church. So it is still like walking towards it, and in that time towards the car, you can definitely catch sight coming down the main road itself. You can see the streams of there's just one black van coming up at the current moment. Though notably, that shit's towing a Justice.
Buddy, is that your SWAT team?
Uh, I can't tell, man. It's a little hard to see. Hurt badly too.
All
Though I
right,
do
are
hear
you,
the sirens. It does sound like they're coming.
yeah. All right, come on. We're gonna try to get you in our police car. We're gonna try to get you out of here. All right, we're gonna try to get you to the hospital.
Okay. Just hospital. And the guy follows you into the car as you guys begin to peel off. Well,
Lights and
but you
sirens.
get inside as Devon goes, "Hey, whoa! What's with the guy bleeding?"
Lights and sirens to the
man.
hospital. Lights and sirens to the hospital, Devon. Let's go.
Okay. Buckle up, everyone.
Hey yo, why'd you spill my own arrow all over my fucking shell?
Go.
Devon floors it once everyone's like able to like get situated as the sirens are on. The black van does chase, And the flow of traffic that you guys are being followed through is this way, towards the checkpoint. Well, it makes it easier to see when I do it on this map. Towards the checkpoint.
Oh shit! Yes. I think these
Oh,
guys will spiral.
son of a
There are
bitch.
still narrow streets, like side streets and whatnot, that can lead you away from the situation, even going west or south. But at the current moment, when you peel away because of how the car was parked, you guys were facing down the street.
You're gonna have to take a side street, Devon.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no shit. Where though? They're taking left or right?
Right.
Okay, and you guys will. So as you're being chased, Devon drives down the lane and takes the most immediate right he can possibly take. You make a dexterity check as he slams on the car, driving to its best abilities and throws you guys around. You're attempting to keep yourself balanced, and then you're making another check to keep the dude in place.
Alright, can I junction this?
As you want to spend your anima power.
Oh god, there's a justice behind us though.
You did see it from the trailer, yep.
No, we're not gonna junction.
Sorry, pal, but you get to swing around like a sack of shit. It's on you.
Alright, then make the dexterity check to keep your friend, to keep the guy. Okay. You fling out of your chair. You just bumped into the dude's lap. Though, because you fell onto it, you're able to keep him in place as, uh, what's it called? Victor holds up the guy's right shoulder, bouncing up in the chair too. Shit, can't you? Can't you drive straight, damn it? You're making my
Edmund's
Falcone come out!
Edmund's gonna give me the damn radio. He's gonna ask for the radio
Uh,
and try to get to Travail, try to remember Travail's police.
um, I'm gonna roll a 1d100 first. A moment, 1 second.
Please, God, let it be low. Please, God. Oh no.
So he reaches over to hand you the radio. Though the moment you break for the radio to listen in, you have to make another dexterity check as Devon has to slam on the brakes as pedestrians are walking across the crosswalk at this moment. The light is against you, and he was going to slam right into incoming traffic. He has to slam on the brake or hit people as he slams desperately. The people do not flee out the way in time because of the 88, and you managed to keep yourself in your seat this time, but flung even further upward and throttled into the back of your seat because of the sudden stop.
Green, damn it.
Devon honks the horn a few times. Hey, get the fuck out the way! Green Tea holds himself at the other side of the passenger seat. Oh my fucking head, man!
Nobody use anima powers. There's a justice behind us, boys.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I was using my anima power to keep my coffee warm.
No.
Sorry, I just want to do that meme.
No animas.
No, but Green Tea's like, oh, my fucking head. Uh, would you look, oh, sir, when you say that, is there anything else you do in the car as they're in this moment?
Yeah, he's going to try and get to that Travail police line.
Well, it's a radio in the car, so Green Tea focuses on trying to get you the right signal, and eventually you hear the breaker go, the operator speaking about the SWAT's incoming, coordinates about where they're driving down and their suspect they're chasing.
And Abbott's gonna get on the radio. Please be advised, the suspect that you're tracing is Marketplace Police Department. We have an injured officer of Travail. We're trying to make it to the hospital.
Who the fuck is on this radio? What kind of limp dick pussy ass motherfuckers on my radio? What do you mean you misplaced your power armor?
What do you mean you missed?
That's the reference I was going for, but radio operator, who is speaking?
I'm Captain Edmund Miles with the Marketplace Police District.
How are
We're
you in
in the
possession of the travail? Oh wait, no, you can radio the contact. Yeah.
we're using a radio, and we're in a marketplace. We're in a market district marked police cruiser.
Yeah, that's what they'd be chasing after.
Please,
Pull
please, for the
over
love
for
of,
our officers.
this guy needs an ambulance. Can you at least give us an ambulance?
Well, you have an injured officer, right? We don't want him
Yes,
dead either.
we're
Drive,
trying to make
yeah,
it to the hospital district.
fine. Drive him to the hospital. You will have to surrender yourselves at the hospital.
All right, that's fine. And he kind of,
Just keep driving. We'll inform the SWAT team.
all right. And please don't use that justice. By the spire, I swear. There's been too many justices today. I'm tired.
Tired,
boss.
If it's any consolation, I'll give you my badge number. That's not Kabuki Theater. He's actually saying that on the radio. He will give them his badge number.
Yeah, no, they would take it. They would take it.
Yeah, he's gonna give them his badge number.
Pikmin, do quick weapon sword. No problem. It's legit.
Says it's not active.
It's not active.
Not active.
Use the
Pikmin sees-
Justice's black hole cannon.
The pygmy see it's active, but he sees Miles' last name and just looks disgusted at it. Ah.
No, I think it's inactive.
Yeah, I think it's inactive. Anyway, back to the scene at hand. The SWAT car is still pursuing just because the radio hasn't given the receiver yet. Devon floors it when he can, seeing a break within the people, thus throttling you back into another dexterity check being thrown around.
Oh my!
Ball.
Jesus, how many 4 and 5s are you gonna roll, man? That's
I
3
rolled-
5s.
I rolled
That's-
3 5s in a row.
Yeah, there's a special rule for that, so you made a 15 on your dexterity check instead. You managed to keep everyone in place, seeing the rhythm of the fucking times Devon is suddenly gone and go. You caught on to this one moment like a real Super Saiyan moment, just dun, dun, dun. Everyone succeeds because you succeeded. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And-
this is doing it terrible for my leg. I think it's actually broken now.
Oh, your movement is halved until you heal.
Oh.
You need medical treatment to speed up, otherwise natural healing will take a month.
Why is it always my balls?
Hey, I got some home remedy.
Actually,
Yes,
Edmund's gonna. Actually,
He's
Edmund's gonna
not.
click on the radio. Do
He's
you want
lying
to?
me.
So, I contacted the Travail Police Department.
The
Told them what
radio
was going-
clicks. The radio clicks again. This is Commissioner Ranger speaking.
Oh, Ranger, thank the Spire.
Who am I speaking with?
It's Edmund.
From Squad Goldschlager.
Yes.
The hell happened at that church?
Well, before we had any time to react, 8 Travail officers were dead. It was almost instantaneous. Or 7, I'm sorry, 7. We have 1 injured in our vehicle right now. 1 managed to escape. Unfortunately, Derek is deceased. He
Suspect?
also, the suspect is deceased. He,
Was he an Anima
I ge-
user?
I don't know.
You're an Anima officer. Is he not an Anima user?
He attacked us.
What
As
did he
well,
use
he
to
attacked-
attack you?
some sort of red daggers. They disappeared once we left the church. So I assume we were out of the range.
You said the suspect's dead. Are you confirmed that?
I can confirm that, yes.
Is the area secure for a cleanup crew to be sent to retrieve the corpses? The fallen.
Yes.
Are you sure? I don't want to send and risk men in there.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
but
just sent.
yes, because Bishop Father Falcone isn't there. It was just Derek.
Where is the owner?
I honestly, I don't know. He was with Lance. There's something about being in the Cataclysm district. I don't know.
All the way in the middle of fucking nowhere. You said he was with Lance.
Yeah,
I got that dumbass's radio frequency.
I do have.
You're gonna turn yourself in, and I'll see you at Travail Police Department.
All right, I have my whole squad with me, +1.
Are they all Anima users?
They're all anima users.
They're all being detained then. I guess you're gonna have to fall sit in this. You all have to make space in in the cells.
Can one of you guys still show?
Victor and I can share a cell.
Good, then we have enough cells.
Pick me around his hands. Good. Listen, normally this wouldn't be such a harsh reaction. With current events, I can't save face for anyone.
That's fine. While we're there, I'm sure we can talk one-on-one because I have some information for you about Koa.
Go
Go,
One thing at a time. I don't need more on my plate. We'll talk about this Koa information after everything's been settled with this. Am I clear? I already have
Crystal,
enough of my shit. No, I already have enough shit to deal with the spiral press, including having to hold emergency meetings with Flame Wrath regarding the current situation.
Now we gotta explain to the people. Oh, hey, there was a tragedy that happened at church.
Yeah, make church going even harder now.
There goes my Sunday fucking
Go to the
retreat.
hospital. I'm going to radio in the SWAT team to cease the pursuit. I'll have
As
officers
like
sent to the hospital. I'll have several cleanup crews sent to the church to retrieve the bodies of the fallen. And I need Falcone to get in contact with me as soon as possible regarding this whole affair and housing a fugitive.
Coney wasn't even there.
Yeah, I know that he needs to still talk with you about the whole shit that happened in your house.
I didn't even know there was a fugitive in my place.
News to me.
Yeah, literally news to me.
No, Falcone, you saw him do it.
I
You
didn't
tried
know
to-
he was at my house.
Yeah, you didn't. You did not know, and you have Lance as your only alibi.
Uh,
Oh,
no, he has
Eclipse too.
Eclipse
Yeah, Eclipse too.
and Edmund.
Well, Edmund has hearsay, but Eclipse and Lance were physically with him. Edmund heard that Falcone was going to be with Lance.
No,
He
Edmund saw
saw-
Falcone with Lance with the blood
Yeah.
portal.
I can imagine like the fucking defense that like this is gonna happen in the defense. It's like, yeah, I saw him. You did see with Bishop Falcone. When? Oh, in the blood portal.
the what?
The what? The huh? Falcone's a what?
You mean like the egregious amount of blood that was on the victims in the area too?
No, that's different blood.
Different blood.
No.
So
no,
anyway,
you
your report to the hospital to be arrested. I'll
But
be there to arrest you myself in Redmond.
all right, I am going to need medical attention myself. I am injured.
Dude, be glad they're not gonna gun you down. I can't give you
Yeah,
free healthcare.
true.
I'll see you at the hospital.
Evan's gonna hang up. Hey, off the radio. Well, did you hear that, boys? We're being arrested. Except you.
You're-
He's gonna turn to the police officer. Except you. At least
He's
I
just
can go.
He's labored breathing.
Not
Gives like
again.
a thumbs.
Emma's
Yeah,
gonna
he
give
gives
him
a
another
thumbs up.
piece of cake.
You're
Okay,
close
okay.
enough to make it to stretch it. You don't have to spend it.
Oh,
It's just labored breathing, dealing with the blood loss.
Yeah, he gives a thumbs up. I want to imagine as he's like, "Yeah, that's cool. I'm not getting arrested."
Mm.
Edmund gets arrested
Edmund and the gang get arrested.
for defending himself.
Do, 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 do,
Oh no, is the soul gun going to be shown up on the body cam footage?
Only if you wanted to.
Talk about that kind of shit later. So, Devon continues driving, nervously speaking out loud. Really, we're gonna get arrested? I wasn't even part of the whole thing. I was
Well,
outside the car with green tea.
well,
Green tea? Green tea is bailed.
Mhm.
No, I would shit you not. He would have bailed.
The moment though that the car had parked for just a second, he jumped out of the car and
No,
started
no, 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 no,
running.
no, no. No, not when it parked. I'm talking about when Edmund was speaking about arresting and that they had to turn themselves in. That's when he had to open the door and jump out. If Edmund were to look out the back window, he'd see, I'd say now about like 3 or 4 blocks behind him, he'd see the faint visage of Green Tea casually making his way down the street as if he didn't just jump out the car.
that son of a bitch.
Devon leans over to close the door. At least he could have closed it, damn. I didn't think he'd be stupid enough to jump out of it going 60.
What do we do now?
I
Without
guess we.
green tea, we wouldn't. Green tea. We don't have musical talent.
Well,
We don't have a
I
sick killer
guess.
beat. Like
I
an
guess we
OST.
hope. I guess we hope Travail's lenient. And
Victor would be
hoping
missing
for
from his seat too.
son of a bitch, Victor.
It's just a soda
trash
can,
can
right?
walking down the street.
Yeah, the same fucking thought.
No, he's no he like clink to the side of the wall. Like to our vision, we see only the corner of the sidewalk, but we see him come from the side of the right panel. Tunk 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 tunk. He
Just
stops.
gliding over it like prop hunt.
Oh, just a metal. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it just waits for the crosswalk to go. It just goes. 3 people just stare at the trash can moving. He stops moving. What? You never seen a moving trash can? I know
Oh,
your
good day
ex
to
must be
you.
around somewhere.
I like to imagine the trash can lid is going up and down as he's talking.
And to be fair, his powers can't really let him become inanimate objects. Though, as a sort of, he's an NPC, I'm just having a little bit of a gap with his powers. He's not hurting nobody. So he just metallically slides away. Inconspicuous. The Justice noticing the trash cans definitely anima related, but uh, every time
chose
it
to
then
ignore it.
no, it doesn't choose to ignore it because he keeps calling it out like an autistic kid, like automatic power detected. The police officers though and the SWAT team are kind of like ignoring it and diverting their attention to where they have to go, which is they've been given the recall command by the ranger. They pull back to squad HQ. So there's been this real awkward moment as Falcone's pulling to the church, pulling up at the door knocker that he'd see the what's it called? The SWAT team drive past the church at this point, but the justice is definitely in there. As the justice
In
would freak the fuck out about Falcone driving past.
anime user, anime user, anime.
So no, it's more like similar unknown what's it called? An anomaly detected within radar sensors. Anomaly detected within radar sensors.
Is screaming like a Dalek.
Mm-hmm.
Alert! Alert!
Alert!
Damn thing's on the hot fits again.
Kelnon watches as the massive
That's what
machine
happens when
drives
you install
past.
Spire 11.
What? What was that? Eclipse
I'm
blinks a
not
bit.
incredibly sure what that was.
I'm not sure either. I've never seen that thing before.
Well then, we're all in this mystery together. But as it's clearly not bothering me or my church, I have no interest in bothering it. I can't wait to see Derek.
Just dipping
Kelnon
bad.
nods. Are we here? I'm looking forward to that meal.
Yes. I believe we're at the church, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, we are in fact at my abode.
You
You
step
see
out
all
of
the
the truck. When you step out of the door knocker, oh, buddy, you notice the definite trail of blood. That is not something a blood demon wouldn't notice. Even the slightest amount of blood on the ground is just enough. But a fucking blood trail? Oh no, that's like fucking ecstasy of just staring at it.
Well, that's a lot of wasted blood now, isn't it?
Helnon looks confused as he steps out the truck when you say that, with Eclipse. Do people bleed up here often?
Oh yeah, they bleed. If they bleed this much, they only do it once. Let's put it like that.
Eclipse looks concerned at Falcone. Oh, it looks like it's trailing back to your church. Should we bring Kelnon in there?
Yeah, like I said, I'm an exception, not the rule. Most people don't live like me.
He looks over at Kelnon concerned. You just hang back a little for us, okay? Alright,
You
now.
know,
Eclipse walks forward with Falcone. So,
Falcone,
why
isn't
do you
normally
have a
there's a
church?
What was that? You
What?
both like
Yeah, yeah.
canceled each other out.
Yeah, why do you have a church? Eclipse speaks as you guys are walking closer to the large door that's one door is still left ajar open, and there's definitely a larger pool underneath the door frame itself.
Oh, rent's cheap.
He looks really fucking confused. What?
Yeah, rent's cheap.
Okay. Why is there so much
it,
blood? Eclipse
That
doesn't
I
walk.
don't know.
Eclipse and you are at the very front of the door now as he looks at the pool at the very entrance of the door. Neither you can look into the church, but the door is open enough.
Falcone, throw open the door.
Okay, well, no point in not pulling the visual. Where let's go back to the visuals. Dun 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 dun. This time I have to remove.
Oh, hey Falcone, how's it going?
Squash!
as you like do the dun 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 dun, dun, it starts to pick me up.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Oh
Derek!
man.
Oh. Oh.
You get Eclipse's token, but yeah, you can totally move and react as you are currently.
The clip's about
Falcone
to,
would casually stroll
oh
through the
man.
carnage, What the hell happened here?
There's death in the air. There's blood. Oh, dude, it's all rich blood too, because
Nah,
it's
that's
about
arterial.
it's about 30 minutes to 40 minutes old, so it's still fresh pumping from the heart. Like the heart stopped at this point, but it's still the last bits of that
All
fresh
right,
blood.
Derek, get off the ground. Nap time's over.
Well,
Oh, Derek, why's your head smashed in? Well, that would explain why you're not answering me.
well, wait, before you accelerate there, let me get Eclipse over there, but because Eclipse is following behind you, you can move your token.
It's like,
Let's put
oh,
Falcone by the bodies here.
Yeah, and I'll move him in just a moment. There we
oh,
go. I got
wow.
Eclipse.
Falcone, is this supposed to be this, mini bodies?
No. Falcone looked down at one of the bodies trying to identify
Oh,
whatever group or organization they're
when
from.
you look down at the corpse, you put your right foot to kind of kick it to the side just lightly enough to see the the chest to reveal itself, because this one's crumpled in a way you can't see it. When you
Yeah.
do though, you see that the chest emblem reads Travail Police Department TPD.
Well, now why would my own people attack me?
Clips.
Actually, why is Derek?
Uh,
Derek, why are you here?
Derek
Oh
is
yeah,
still
corpse.
unresponsive. Yeah, Derek's still irresponsive. Where you are though, you don't see him other than just laying on the ground in a pool of blood. Like he's not
All
too
right, I
obvious
know
what's
you're
going on.
rolling around in the blood. You're getting high off the kilt. Come on, lad, wake up. Falcone
Eclipse.
walk over to him, and, like nudge him.
Oh, well, before you walk over, Eclipse walks through. Ah, what the hell is that smell in the air? Oh, that's. Oh,
Well, you see, Eclipse, when you die, you void your bowels.
yeah,
That's true.
duly noted. Is anyone
oh,
even alive here? Are they all dead? Well, that's a lot of.
Let's um,
Hmm?
well, that's Derek. I think he'd know why this happened. He's over there sleeping in the blood pile.
does he
He's
Eclipse
sleeping
normally do
face
that?
nervous.
down,
Should
not breathing.
I even enter? Should I leave this to you?
You can do either. I think you're fine.
I'll
I'm gonna
stay
say,
with
I'm gonna,
Kelnon. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? Stay with Keldon.
yeah, this is a youth. He walks out.
come on.
A lot of NPCs are just realizing, oh wow, I do have self well
I
leave.
do have self-preservation.
Leave.
I want to imagine Falcone picks up like Derek by the scruff of the shoulders. Come on, stop slapping, slapping his face. Wake up! This isn't funny anymore.
Alright, so let's you walk over to where Derek's body is. What does Falcone do?
All right, buddy, time to wake up. He'd nudge him with his foot. We've all been in the blood haze before. Come on.
He's face down on the body, the ground. His head is covered in blood.
Oh, you got
He's
it all over. You're supposed to drink it and use it.
it doesn't seem to be anything other than just a lot of blood on his head though. He is covered in wounds from on his body, like his back towards you, and he
What
is
the
in
hell did?
blood. When you kick him around, being that you are the blood magician that you are, you notice that there is a daisy chain of blood coming from a corpse over here and a corpse into the pile over here, and it's all leading back to Derek in that pool that he's in.
Well, at least you didn't waste what I taught you.
Are you gonna keep attempting to kick him to wake him up?
No, let's roll him over.
You roll him, you grab his shoulders and pull it to the side and try to, but you find that he's kind of glued to that blood pool. You
Damn it,
notice
Is he?
the blood pool is actually being drank by his body. Slowly.
Oh.
But he's drinking. Like a good boy.
Oh, I see, I see. Didn't mean to interrupt your regenerating.
It's cleaning the mess on the floor.
I did tell him to keep the place tidy.
It's sanguinating a body as you watch. It's like it's turning into a mummy slowly.
Yeah. By osmosis, the body closest is like the more mummified one, but the more distant one would be more mummified. But he's like draining from this blood pool. And it's not a willful thing that he's doing here. Falcone, you're the owner of your own home base. Your church got
Yeah.
its will of its own, and it doesn't want to have its custodian dead yet.
Oh, good. I'm sure as shit not cleaning.
The church agrees you're not a charity.
Process?
He has a devotion to red, so I'm assuming that this flag base is also just within the devotion of red now, and that's why I've been ruling some of these things. He's got his presence in blood magic, and with all his blood, the church has its own ability to manipulate such affairs.
Oh my fucking god, the torch is alive! It's hot as hell!
It's not really
No,
alive,
it's a
but
TARDIS. It's my
it's not.
TARDIS.
It's not even a TARDIS though. It's more like if there's
It's
enough.
Monster House.
Thank you, Evie. It's
It's
Monster
not
House.
Monster House. If it just has enough blood, guys, you don't understand. It's not Monster House. Why are you making fun of my idea? No, it's just that
It's a
there's.
mimic. It's all a mimic.
Fair enough. You know what? Fuck it. The church was a mimic the entire time. Falcone, roll for initiative. It's trying to eat you now.
Oh,
You were aware.
finally. Let's go.
No. It's like fighting the gazebo, the final boss.
Debo's scary.
Anyway, Falcone finds out that Derek's not dead. Well, not full dead. You could kill Derek here and finish it, but he's definitely drinking blood.
No, I've got no reason to kill him and no reason to punish. I'd more rather find out what happened. Somebody's
Well,
cruising for a demon cruising.
this is the first time you've seen blood regeneration like this. You're just aware as a blood mage it's happening. That doesn't mean you know the process or how long it'll take for it to be done either. You're just
Oh, damn it.
kind of stuck for the ride and figuring out that with him, as Derek is just faced onto the ground, slurping this up slowly.
What's the thing?
There
Monster
are.
House in 2025.
Oh wait, hold on, Dungeon. Let me send you a message real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm sending you.
Wait, did Edmund break the chain?
Shade.
Edmund broke the chain. Edmund broke the daisy chain.
What daisy chain?
You said that there's a daisy chain coming here and here.
Yeah.
That meant it would continue on down the line if he just left.
These two here worked a junction for him to drink from the pool. I don't see the issue.
Oh, I thought it was a daisy chain for all.
Not all of them, no, but it's the pool of blood that was still there.
It's a yes or no.
I'll answer that our own thing.
Hang on, hold on.
Lava, pick me. Lava, pick me.
The hold up screen is just a pygmy and a sombrero pug dancing.
The scream. Oh, that's gonna be a fun day. It's been a joke and now it's a thing. Fuck. Well, that's gonna be something I have to deal with later. All those fucking peanut butter traps.
peanut traps. Anyway, Falcone, I'd say you spent about like maybe 10 or 20 more minutes in here investigating this sort of situation. Um, you definitely do notice that there are gunshots in in the church that took place. I don't think Edmund discharged the 1911, but you did
No,
shoot
he
the
didn't.
gambler. Though you shot with green bullets, and the only sort of like remainder of that sort of damage would be on Derek himself. It'd be a noticeable green wound on Derek on his back because it shot through his chest.
So something green in the green attacked him.
Yeah, you also have that alarm system because again, this is your home base sort of deal.
Yeah.
You were aware someone with green, at least someone green devoted to green, had to have done this.
I'll have to
And a
ask Edmund.
firearm.
He knows about the green.
You also know about Belthame.
That's true.
Yeah,
Maybe it was Bill for me.
could be Belthame. Yeah, you don't have any proof just yet. You also all you know right now
Oh
is just
no,
a.
I'm not saying Falcone knows it was Edmund.
Oh
Saying
yeah,
Edmund knows about the green.
yeah. Edmund sweats. Hmm.
Oh no, he'll
We could
straight up
like,
admit that he attacked Derek.
Oh well.
I
Oh
would just,
jeez.
oh
There,
jeez,
there's
Rick.
gonna be no hiding that. Why are you in here? I attacked Derek.
Okay. You see, that's the last bit of knowledge you could kind of like sucker out from this the whole battle. There's not much left here. You do notice that there's the persistent blood daggers that's peeling off blood for Derek too.
Hmm.
Like he's done some work on these guys using his blood magic.
Good for him. I wonder how long it's going to take him to regenerate. He only gets 13.
Okay, so what would you like to do now?
Does the church know anything about it?
It's not, like I said, it's not a sentient thing. That's what I was trying to come
Okay.
across. It's only really active when there's large amounts of blood going on. And its will is sort of self-preservation, like any sort of thing that gets this level of conscious. And it just chose not to let what usually takes care of it, this Derek, to die. It's an instinctive thing. It's not something that Falcone can give a true communication with, though I'd say with your devotion and not being interrupted for like 30 minutes, you can definitely try to close your eyes and channel like through the devotion of Red to see if the church can help explain things to you. Because
Yes,
it is
Falcone shall ponder the church.
the church shall ponder with Falcone. And Falcone, uh, you find yourself forced to go into a deep state. And in this tranquil state, it's a darkness around you until you find a bright, burning red, floating flame that hovers around. The camera peels to see Falcone staring at such a thing. Falcone's avatar in this form is a half a human, half a Hell's Wrath, covered with a red sort of flame above both of them. Sort of like a change of heart Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Ye.
And Falcone, in this form, you stare at this fire that is the representation of the church, and it doesn't speak like coherently, but rather through the power of vibes. You can speak to it, and it speak back in such that in that manner.
Well, all right, church. First, congratulations on semi-sentience. Very good for you. Secondly, what happened here? Show me who mauled my servant soul.
The
Let me know
ch-
the face of mine enemy, that I may smite him.
Does it happen to you? No, this can't be.
the church gives you the sensation that it can provide to you of its moments of greatest like the highest amount of violence in the church.
That'll work.
And it presents to you within this vision several fallen foes of the cops already fallen. You see Derek on the ground holding for cover, and you see the gambler in his hand as Edmund is standing there. Actually, is still over the pile of blood, so his visuals are very detailed since he's that level close to the blood. As the church was able to really paint him out, and you see him just fire at Derek. Though the space in between when Derek gets hit by something and when you see, uh, what's it called, Edmund shoot, you don't see the bullet travel specifically because the church can't see that level. They can't see the air space in itself. Rather, it's connecting through the blood, which is how you guys tune through the red, at least through blood magic. Some of you do, and that devotion is what it's using in order to have this vision moment with you, Falcone. Though, as you get to see, well, actually, we would know it's Edmund, but before Falcone figures it out, that's when you, Falcone, are brought back into the physical space, hearing knocks on the door.
Oh, this is a bad time. It's better be damn good.
To Travail Police Department, we're a cleaning crew sent to clean up.
Oh, by all means, Falcone, open the door. Do come in.
So Falcone takes those strides across his church.
There we go.
The unnatural human speed as the clean crew, two of them would approach you, Falcone, out the door and look nervously at you. Uh, this is this. Oh, well, wow, that's a lot of dead people.
Yeah, you're telling me it's a hell of a thing to come home to.
Oh, okay, they did say there were going to be a lot of bodies. We did bring body bags, so got that. Okay, let's get some more of our cleaning material brought in for the truck, though. Okay, we'll be right back. And the two of them
Alright then.
step off.
Derek,
And
quick, drink it
they
faster.
never come back.
Quick, Derek, drink it faster.
Yeah, you might want to hurry up and slurp there, buddy.
Well, we turn the camera over to Edmund. Edmund, you make it to the to the hospital. Devon looks at you as he parks it. Hey, would you hate me if I ran?
No, I would understand.
He runs. He runs up through clouds, actually.
Edmund kind of grabs the police officer and like, come on, buddy, and tries to
The car
limp
is
his
fucking
way.
empty.
He's gonna like try to limp his way. Where's the police officer?
The officer.
He bailed out too.
No, lol. The officer's with you, and he attempts to sit up. Get them to get me a wheelchair, man. I'm not going anywhere.
Alright, but you heard the ranger. I'm gonna be arrested when I step in there.
Let's tell him to get away. You got me bleeding back here.
Alright. Edmund limps his way into the emergency room.
There are people walking with you towards the hospital, like other patients. When they notice you, though, Edmund, because you're covered in some level of blood and the limping you're doing, some of them step out of the way. You do notice that there is a pygmy on the sidewalk just kind of idling before it would notice you and go, ah!
And just gonna continue to walk into.
You walk into
Glares
the
you down as you
hospital.
did that sound.
The staff look at you concerned as you make your way to the receptionist, and they go, "You have an emergency, clearly."
No, there's a Travail police officer. I'm a marketplace police officer. He's bleeding out in the car. He needs immediate assistance. Don't
Someone's
worry about
bleeding out
me.
right now.
Yes, and there's a marketplace
The
police
hospital very
car.
professionally make their way with emergency stretchers to get an ER going. She yelled. The receptionist works to get this working and then gets the emergency stretcher to go. She completely just leaves you there, as another set of staff would come up and go, "Well, while they're handling that emergency, looks like you got that limp on you. Come on with me. Let's get you checked out."
Edmund's gonna limp into.
And for the time that he has you, he does get a chance to like see your leg. Goes, "Okay, yeah, you definitely got a not a fracture, thankfully, but definitely a sprain. Looks irregular though. Finger marks? Someone grabbed you?
Yeah.
Someone did.
Damn, someone
Did
did this to you."
Sephiroth do this?
Did Sephiroth do
Did
this?
Sephiroth do this? Look, I'm not gonna go anywhere. Tell the Travail Police Department that I'm here.
Okay, well, let me just get you looked at and worked on first. It'd be within the hour that you'd have medical treated your ankle injury. Though within that same hour, it'd be shortly after the actual doctor would have given an emergency cast onto your ankle area and stabilized it. That is when there would be four other officers at Travail Vale Police Department. Are you Edmund Miles?
Yeah, let's get this over with. And he kind of like scoots off the bed and
Mm-hmm. They said that you had other accomplices.
I'm the only one. He left me.
You had other accomplices and they left.
I'm part of Squad Goldschlager over the Market District.
And they were
I've
all
been kind
with
of
you and left.
yeah, they left me.
Mm-hmm.
Damn,
Be
man.
noted.
Shit. Like they just like one of the guys like looking. Damn, that sucks, dude. Like shit, we should just let this guy go.
I
His
thought
friends
anima
Edmund-
users were
abandoned him.
tight. I thought anima users were tight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Edmund's
Shit,
gonna
man.
look
It's
at
like,
the officers. There's a artifact gun in my left pocket. There's a regular gun in my right pocket.
You can desummon you don't that's an artifact. It doesn't actually have to hold physical space.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the gambler's gonna stay on my person for now, and is gonna be like, "There's a gun in my right pocket, or right side," and he's gonna keep his hands up. He's been through this.
Hands up, don't shoot.
They arrest Edmund and de-arm him.
Mm.
Edmund has been held captive. Is now being detained. Sorry, not held captive. Being detained by the Travail Police Department. Green Tea, Devon, and Victor managed to link up. Do you guys feel bad that we left the captain behind? Devon speaks up. And Green Tea looks confused. No, I don't. I'm not even part of your squad.
No, fuck you guys.
Victor, I can't leave the captain to suffer. Though being arrested wouldn't be helpful to him. I'll go back to the police department as a disguise, and I'll get him out. You and Green Tea, and you, Devon, and Green Tea, go back to the Sauntering Stallion. You sure you can handle it
shit,
alone?
say less.
Yes,
Fucking Green Tea's like,
I'm
shit,
fully able
say
to pull
less.
the captain out alone. While your power is impressive, Devon, only I can really slip in and out undetected. I'll be the edge that the captain needs. Alright, come on, Green Tea, let's go get back to the Sauntering Stallion. And Victor would take the appearance of a civilian passing by before making his way to the police department. If I had a gold piece every time I saved the captain, I might be able to save up enough for retirement. I wonder how Pendelstein's doing. He was in the lower spire. Captured by those fucking that weird gang. The celestial heavenly bodies or something. Anyway, the cleaning crew come back with more cleaning crew equipment, Falcone.
Alright. All got everything this time.
They pull in like a big machine that wheels in, and they hook up. They take out like two hoses. Yeah, we're just gonna power spray everything into a drainage. The building
Oh,
does
who in
have
the fuck's
drainage,
running the
right?
place?
Yeah, this place has drainage. Don't worry about it.
Okay, well, they flick on the water and start spraying at the big old pools of water. Well, first the corpse is over here, and it was pretty successful. As soon as they start making their way to work on cleaning this area of the pool of blood, though, their water machine suddenly stops. Huh? Engineer goes to check out the water engineering machine, seeing that for some reason or another, the power outlet that was connected to it frizzed out and popped.
Oh, damn it. Now I gotta replace that.
Oh shit, well, maybe we can hand clean things. With all this blood? It'll take hours. Well, let's get the mops then. And then both cleaners take out like cleaning mops and attempt to like mop up the blood. The first dab onto the blood though, the mops can't be pulled out. It's like glue. Hey, it can't. What's going on? And to be clear, they cleaned these two corpses. I was just gonna move them to the side to signify that they've been kind of cleaned. It's the
Falcone's just standing with his arms crossed, a light smirk on his face.
What are you doing to us? I don't want to die.
they let go of the broom handles. Okay, no, the mop handles. Yo, man, there's something seriously wrong with this place. I don't think we should touch this any further. The whole place is giving me a creep, and that guy's creepy fucking smell is bothering me.
Well, that's not very nice.
We have a job. We have to take the corpses out. You're right. You're right. You grab that one. I'll help you grab it. Okay, I'll go reach in. Grabs the clothing and tries to pull it out the pool. This one of the corpses. It's much more. It's drained to the face of color. It's definitely not breathing. But he struggles to pull the corpse completely out this pool of blood. It's like it's glued or something.
Hey man, points at the corpse. Is that thing already sink? They would know. Like, dude, this looks like a month-old corpse we're pulling out. Didn't this happen just a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah, it's
Like
As
an hour
bloody.
or
far, as far
something.
as I've been told,
There's
this
so
is
much
all new to
blood.
me.
Yeah, there's so much blood. Just every like they're so drained of blood. Why they're leaking so much blood? What are these blood? What are these weird things? Hey, careful! Don't hurt yourself on those things. He holds his friend's hand back as he was about to touch the red dagger. Look, I think we should come back with like an anima user squad or something. This reeks of anima energy, man. Those anima things.
Oh no, you don't think so, do ya? Falcone's looking just serious enough that he might be taking them, like, legit.
Um, I think we should just take these corpses and go then. And they find no issue taking these corpses.
Hey man, I can't move my boot anymore.
Well,
And
that's unfortunate.
the blood pool continues to suck. You got a floor decoration, Falcone.
Yay! Well, you gotta start that throne somewhere, right?
There's like 20 bleed. There's like a lot more than 20 bleeding tokens. There's like 20 plus bleeding tokens there.
Oh, look, snacks. I told him there'd be food here.
Are you gonna drink
Oh,
blood?
he meant human food.
Mhm. Are you gonna have Falcone drink some of this blood? It's totally unneeded.
No, Not my kill. Also, I don't know where they've been. For God's sakes, they were in travail. Disgusting.
What do you want to
I
have
like
Absolutely
my
Falcone?
food.
horrendous.
I like my food refined, market district.
Yeah. Caribia or better.
Says the guy who let Falcone, who let Hell's Rat kill a hobo.
Well, it doesn't count, not a person.
Shit, I
God
gotta go.
damn.
And way before I made that pack.
Oh, yeah, 3-pack.
Pre-pack Falcone.
And sometimes he just has a little rumble in his tumbly.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Let the boy look at him. He's a growing boy.
I
What the
realized the
fuck's the
Well,
time.
matter with you?
Has
I,
Derek finished draining the corpses yet?
we'll start our next session. It's gonna take a few hours, man, but we're gonna have to start our
Yeah,
next session in the
let's
afternoon.
let him drink up.
We'll come on Thursday. We'll come together again, and we'll have Falcone here, of course, and we'll continue the sessions with Admin going to jail and Falcone's sources after, and Lance. Well, Lance and Caribia. What will Lance do? If Lance is not on the
Oh man, he
camera,
can't wait.
everyone needs to be wondering where Lance is. The door knocker's here, the Falcone's church, but there's no Lance.
Think you mean the Falcone mobile?
Oh,
Oh hell no, man. I see what you do with your church. Got all
if,
these
if
pretty
Falcone
What
can
do
corpses
you
have a
around
mean
home,
here.
my church? It's your church now. We trade these.
oh my god,
Crazy.
Besides, you don't even. You literally live in the junkyard dog down by the river.
you live in the junk dog down by the river. I'm screaming, hollering, wondering what the fuck. How can I report this murder?
Mhm.
But yeah,
That's nice.
I think we're good for today's side session. Though I truly intended for Evie to eventually go to City Hall. I was fully intending this Derek bit to be just, yeah, you left him to go kill these guys, and Victor would have followed after and called it a day, and let them to their devices. I didn't think he step in and intervene. Well, we'll see in next session what will happen with Edmund.
No.
Like preview of the next episodes, Edmund sitting, being interrogated by the ranger. We have you with body cameras shooting everyone, Edmund. You can't deny it. Just play the footage, Edmund demands. It plays. It's not Edmund. It's a bunch of pygmies being the characters. See, we have you perfectly on camera. That's
No, no,
not
no.
me.
It's
Look for the pygmy with the missing knob. It was the pygmy with the missing knob.
I was gonna say like that's not me. That's Tony Soprano when he's playing Scarface. Love that fucking little Nicky reference. I think they're following a trail of fucking ant shit.
Cyrix and Soulless. And Nico is still in college.
God, it is so fucking funny to me that Nico
Well,
has been like the
mhm.
most attractive, detached from the main plot. What's happening? So
You
when
know,
he find,
Alistair
like when he
kind of had the same role, though, unfortunately. Remember, Alistair was there for important bits, but wasn't there for anything else but his training.
oh well, I can't wait to see the reaction is like when Nico gets back with the main group and he hears all the stories that we did. And he's like, I just want to go back to my education. And Lance's like, you don't need an education.
Go in the hole with
Well,
me.
yeah,
Come into my hole.
come to the giant hole.
Be cool. We'll make it weird.
Oh, no, you reek of poverty. God's rockabye Haynes summons a gun and it. Lance, I didn't ask. Oh, I guess you're pretty persuasive now.
Oh yeah. By the way, this hurts like hell. Like I don't even know how I'm doing it.
But yeah, I think we're ready for Thursday session.
Oh,
Oh,
there's like
oh, what a
Edmund
night.
does Edmund get like a call up from like the witch? Like, oh hey, by the way, this happens. Because it is the afternoon.
Gets called back from who?
The witch, the witch with the soul wars.
Why?
She figure out the news. What happened
News.
with Edmund's friend.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that'd be some, yeah, for Lance, yeah, that'd be something that Edmund has to deal with whilst being interrogated.
Could you mind holding that interrogation a bit? I'm trying to get talked about what's going on with my friend, my god brother.
Excuse me 1 second, fellas. I'm gonna have to disconnect from this mortal plane for a few moments. If I start to foam at the mouth,
Boo.
try to slap me a little gentle, okay? I'll wake up, I promise. Beedoo-doo-doo. Hits the fucking table hard.
God
Edmund
damn
comes
it.
back, and they're about to kick his chest in. Oh God, thank God you're alive, man. What? Why am I
Oh,
I
hurt?
don't want to get my boots dirty.
Why'd you punch me? I know I've been punched because I've been taking temporary damage to my HP, my health, the damage to my temporary health. Well, you said that you were gonna be fainted and then we had to slap you awake. I meant give me a bit, then slap me, not beat me like a piñata.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know how durable your anime users are.
My face fucking hurts. But yeah, with that,
Now I know how your wife feels in the morning. Shit.
Hmm.
yeah, work in the morning.
Yeah, I've been going about 11 hours, so I think I'm gonna call it too.
Yerp.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
everybody
gotta
for tuning in.
Thank you one and all for hanging out. Let me see if I can't find someone to raid.
take care, everyone. Good night.
Yep,
Love
be
you,
safe,
bro.
my dudes.
No. Oh, Cosmic's starting soon.
Alright. There we go. Yeah, we'll raid Cosmic. But you all have yourselves a good night out there, and I'll see you later.
Have a good night, bro.
Yep, be safe, my man.